used to read these when I was a kid, and because I was gonna do Stevie's, but they fucking whatever. But I'll still do it.
Got a live stream of the shit show, bro.
1962 Fender Strat Sunburst. I can't read the.
I got copyright claimed on freaking live, bro. YouTube took it. They all took it.
Really?
With
why?
String gauge 13 through 58. You know, Daddy did it big. Of course.
So dumb.
Let me see if I can. There we
go. Brought Braden, man. I was like, hey, bro, FaceTime me. I'll bring you on my live.
Yeah, on the top, you see, which I think is kind of sick, dude. And then the custom one.
It sounds weird because it's picking up the mic.
That's the thing is like.
And I can hear you.
The Hamilton Maine.
This is his guitar rig.
That was a sick guitar. And then, have you ever heard his one with the lipstick pickups in it? Yeah. Sounds fucking amazing, dude. Alright, let's see. Time to really nerd out. Into the splitter. He got the 60s wah with the Fender vibrato switch and then a tube screamer. Not a whole lot of shit on the pedal board. And then, yeah, he goes out of the splitter.
You can turn the
pedal. Oh, use the loop pedal for
yeah, turn the heater on. Oh no!
Wow.
My bad, bro. I'm sorry. I just ripped this thing out. Sorry, everybody that has to hear that. I'm sorry.
The switch. No, it's the switch for the one on the amp.
Yeah. I'm sorry, bro, but that was loud in your ears. My bad, dog.
Did you bang on the thing?
Yeah, I pulled it out. I'm so dumb.
I like that jacket.
I got it. I got it last week because my girl had her job's Christmas party.
Oh yeah.
And they were doing pajamas. It was like a pajama party, but I didn't want to do pajamas, so I wore sweats in this. So, and she bought a matching one.
Oh, that's cute.
Ooh, that is cute.
Yeah.
You can wear it.
I know. That's why I was like, that's useful. Because she wanted me to buy pajamas that were like fucking $50, $60. I was like, I don't wear pajamas.
Yeah, we don't.
Like, who sleeps in pajamas?
I
Who
like-
sleeps in clothes?
I like that they're already faded too.
Yeah.
It's like neon.
I sleep in pajamas.
He
Yeah.
has pajama pants.
Yeah, if I get too sloshed. Sometimes if I get too sloshed, I'll sleep in whatever I'm wearing.
My boss got me pajamas for Christmas. She gave them to me yesterday. But
Aw.
they're so soft. Like, I really want to wear them. Like, just during the day, though.
Hey, there's no food. I forgot I ate Potbelly earlier.
No.
Oh, he's looking out the window. Stupid dog.
He always looks out the window. Are you already on? Oh.
Yeah, we're
Sorry.
on. No, it's all good. Hey,
That looks cool.
Oh, I need to put going live on TikTok. I didn't get banned yesterday. That's a big deal.
You didn't get banned?
Yeah, because normally it does.
How often do you get banned?
It'll be 3 times? 2 times?
3 times. Every time I go on a podcast live.
You can't say the M word.
Yeah, I figured out what you can't say.
Oh.
The little people?
Yeah, it just took me a couple times to figure out the banned word. You can say most things, but I mean, even in a joke, it's like you're flagged.
We said it like the second time. We were like, "Oh, you can't say," and we said it, and then we got banned again.
And it seems like I would run the mix audio through the TikTok live too, because they won't give me a stream key. So I have to go live on the phone only, because there's a talent agency that paid for all the stream keys because it's.
So you have to go through them. I didn't know that.
Yeah, like the one like Ninja, like whatever he's signed to, like they gave them all the stream keys and it's beta test. But what it is just they just want and they'll only send it to you they'll send you the key. But then I was like researching, and there's a whole bunch of people like, hey, basically you can pay this talent, a lot like music, pay this, and then we'll get you a stream
and then
key.
you can do it.
Yeah, we'll get you a meeting, and but you can do it on your phone, and I do an out of my computer interface, I go to an iRig. And then my iRig I do on my phone, and the whole point was and I stopped doing that though. Now I just sit it here, and it seems to be good. I don't know. I guess like it was so high quality, the algorithm was like automatically.
Yeah.
And I'm not. I mean, I don't know if you see the stuff that it be on live on TikTok.
It be on live?
Yeah, they don't want.
So some of that shit, bro. I look at them. Have you seen the ASMR videos?
Weird.
I
Yes.
literally just scrolled past one a few
Really?
minutes ago. Yeah.
It's like there's
Some
just,
girl just going.
and I'm like, dude, like, I'm not like I some of them they sound pretty cool, but I'm not. But who sits there and watches that for hours?
I like the sound bowl people.
bro.
Have you seen the sound bowl? Like where they have the big bowls and they
Oh
just do
yeah,
the-
they do the little thing.
It's like the mood lighting. I'll listen to that one. Like if I'm like laying in bed, I'll listen to it for a second. But I just keep going. Like
people watch that for hours.
I know.
Sleeping. Have you seen the sleeping ones?
No.
Oh, there's there's a couple that
What
just
do people watch? People sleep?
they're just sleeping, literally.
But they
Really?
Yeah, they have a cardboard. You know the gifts. There's like flowers, roses, and then they have like an audio board. And like if you pay $5, it'll sound an alarm in their room while they're sleeping.
And like wake them up.
Really?
It's so weird.
It's so.
Oh, I have seen that. Yeah, they're like,
It's so
if you send me
weird.
this will happen. If you send me
Mm-hmm.
this. I have seen that. That's like people just sit there and watch
It's
that.
so weird.
And no, and what's crazy is that those gifts cost money,
Yeah, it's
and
not
people
free
pay
to do that
to
shit.
like. I'm like,
That's
what?
why they're doing it.
No.
That's crazy.
It
And,
is.
but for me, I'm like, fine. I don't have to be a part of that. You know what I mean? Hold on. But I am now. This is the way to do
Oh.
it.
But I am part of it.
But I am.
More in oh, well, they're getting, Toby's on there. He's giving me views.
If you let me get my nails done, I'll do your
No, you
tapping
will
for
not.
you.
You can do that alone. Hey, I'll do
What if
it.
I did it with my toenail?
Yeah. I'm going to do the
It's
easy.
so gross.
I can assure you, people would pay.
People
for
would
that.
watch
People
that.
would.
Yeah.
People would pay money. It's
Hers?
feet.
I should go.
Oh,
on-
hers? Yeah.
Ugh. I hate feet.
Hers
It's
are-
like pet
I
peeve
think
of
they
mine.
all they do is sweat all day. I don't
They're
get
so
what the.
gross, yeah. And they're
land-
literally touching everything that's
Yeah.
Yesterday when Daniel was here doing the podcast, so I usually like to take my shoes off, like I get comfortable, I took my shoes off, and I smelt it, and then I looked at Daniel, and he was trying to be
It's like being
nice,
nice.
but he did this, and I was like, oh, and I was like, my bad, bro, and he's like, but he was like, what, bro, and I was like, my feet stink. I get it, bro. It's all good. And he's like, oh, I didn't even smell anything. And I was like, you smelled that shit. It smelled bad.
I can't smell, so it's not.
Mike was
I
too
can't smell
worried
good,
about his
so-
pizza, and she can't smell. But he was like, I was like, my bad. Because I took a shower like an hour before.
You didn't get to your feet.
Just one of those days. My feet were
Well, you
stinking.
you immediately
That's
put on
crazy.
socks and shoes and just
Yeah,
like
maybe they weren't dried off enough.
yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, because he gets out of the shower, like turns it off and just gets out. I'm like, you got to get your towel and like dry off. It literally just steps out of the shower and walks out into
That's
the
weird.
just like dripping wet all
We
in
got
the
things to do, buddy.
all in the bedroom. I'm like, can you
I'll dry off throughout the day.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah.
get that bag. That
Obviously,
bag
it's not
doesn't care.
working out because your feet were stinking. So,
No, that's
or you don't use
it's
soap.
a
I don't
hard.
know.
That's what my daddy says was a sign of a hardworking man. Smelly feet.
After you take a shower.
Yeah, after my mom sucks his dust.
Ew.
What?
Absolutely not. That's gross.
Yeah, she doesn't like feet. Are we live? Are you checking?
Yes.
Is anybody in the chat? I'm on TikTok.
Tony.
What's up, dog? I love you. We have today the one and only Kika from the last Bayou podcast. What's going on? It's a big deal.
happening?
This is podcast inception. And,
Yeah.
Podception.
Podception.
yeah, and y'all don't forget this podcast is helped sponsored by my band, the Gulf Coast Drifters. Please check us out. We'll be at the Rustic Post Oak on New Year's Eve.
No, not the rustic. Just Post Oak Ice House.
Not
Dang.
Yeah.
Post Oak Ice House on New Year's Eve. So y'all please come And this podcast is also helped sponsored and brought to you by Tim's Tiny Trucks. If y'all hadn't had the chance to go check out Tim's Tiny Trucks, they just opened up a new physical location, a showroom. Please go check out Tim's Tiny Trucks. They're down 2100 going towards Crosby. And when I stop being lazy, I'll get the address. I'll add it in post on the podcast. But
Ryan's on, Jason's on, and Jeff Canada said 2.4 million fucking views.
crazy, huh, Jeff?
Oh yeah, he did. That shit was crazy. So he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got all those. He was telling us a story of when he.
When he ate
took
the
edibles. He ate the edibles.
Yes.
And so for the people that didn't, go check out that story because he tells it better. But he ate some edibles, and then he was just hanging out after a show, and he started eating snacks from a trailer, and turns out they were all edibles too, dude.
So he's just like loading
That's
up even
crazy.
more. That sounds like a nightmare.
So you're already gone.
That
and
sounds like Jeff.
dude, one time I went to the Railway Heights.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like this food venue / vendor place.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I went, but I had ate. They sold me a Rice Krispie edible, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was like this big, but it had probably like it had 19 servings in it. I didn't know.
Normally a
I
Rice
didn't
Krispie, you
know.
eat the whole thing.
Yeah, you eat the whole thing, or at least half.
Like 19 dosages.
90, yeah. Yeah, and I didn't know, and I just grabbed a big old fucking, and I ate it, and then and I was at this place, and they have a wall that's just full of art, dude, like just crazy art. And I remember they have this one like painting of like a black hole in space or something, and I'm just lost, and I was like, dude, like fucking like I was
Dude.
I was gone, dude. I was in space.
You were in the black hole?
I was in there, dude. Oh my
I
god.
think I went to that, like, it's just like a venue that they set up vendors at, like a little pop-up place.
Yeah. It's like a pop-up place.
And they have like little offices, like in hallways. So there's like an open air place, and then you go through another door, and it's like it's like studios.
I don't know. I don't remember very well.
Yeah, he was.
Well, I went the other day, and they're
I mean, I think I know they have pop-up stuff.
yeah,
but
so I'm pretty sure it's
really
the same
I don't
place.
remember.
And there's like a ton
I was
of
focused
art.
on the art.
Yeah.
That's I don't know. I didn't see anything else.
So funny.
I had tunnel vision, dude. It was bad.
That sounds
Like
terrible.
was it like your peripheral went away? You were just like.
I was so focused on exactly what I was looking at, dude. But what was crazy is that I was trying to stay alert, right? Because I knew how gone I was. I was trying to stay alert, and I was like, dude, I've been staring at this for too long. I have to look somewhere. And in my mind, I was like, you got to look left. All right.
Not good.
All right. Now you got to look right. And like I was telling myself
What
ahead
to
of time
do,
because
yeah.
I was that. Oh my god.
That's horrible.
I've never.
How long
been,
did that last?
Dude, it lasted a while, dude. It was. Maybe it wasn't even that long, but in my mind, it was
forever.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I don't know, dude. But
No, it was probably a good 8-hour event.
it was a lot, dude.
Jeff said he just takes them and gets on TikTok live.
He said he can't hang long. He just wanted to say hola.
I love you, Jeffrey.
We love you, bro.
Yeah, I forgot about his episode that he did with you.
I actually
Yeah.
hadn't heard that part, and then you reposted it recently, like
Yeah.
on TikTok. I mean, Instagram. And it was the night that he was supposed to come on the podcast, and I was like in there getting ready or something. And I was scrolling through, and I watched it, and I sat there and listened. And I was like, "Have you seen the did you listen to this podcast?" And he was like, "Yeah, I already watched
I
it."
think
And
that might have been what made me reach out to you.
yeah, it was like I sat there and I laughed my ass off because I guess I hadn't seen that one, and it's because you reposted
Yeah.
it, and it just I guess it
That's
just went
crazy
viral.
that blew up like that.
Yeah,
man.
it was. I was looking at it and I was like, holy shit! Like my phone was. That was the first time I muted my phone, like the notifications from an app completely. Like
because of that.
I haven't turned them on
Hey,
since.
that-
I was like,
that-
like Instagram or like if you text me on Instagram, usually I have to open Instagram before I see that there's a message because I turn
isn't that weird?
everything off. Yeah,
Isn't
yeah,
that-
that was crazy.
Kitchen
it's,
said, "What's up, fam?"
Hey, what's up, Ryan? I love you. It's weird that for like an hour it's cool, and then you're like, damn, I don't get to see my friend's stuff anymore. Like that, real talk. Like you're like,
Yeah,
Okay, I kind of wish I could still see like when my homies.
When somebody else posted some shit.
Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
missing comments because it's just.
You can turn off your note like so it doesn't ding. You know. You
Yeah,
just make
but
it like
when you
that.
go in the app,
Oh yeah, it's gonna
You,
just like have them all.
you know what? Yeah, you know what you can do though. Like I found out recently, but you can set people as like when they message you,
Yeah.
you set them as primary or general or
I
whatever.
saw that.
And it'll ding when it's primary, and when it's general, it won't ding, but it'll let you know. Like yeah, and,
I have that.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I didn't know that, and then. But I have a problem because everybody that messages me, I put them under primary.
Oh yeah.
So literally, like
It's everybody, yeah.
everybody can.
Yeah, I don't want to. I can't
it's
say
that-
you're not primary. I mean,
Yeah, I'm like, I want what's up? You
yeah,
know?
you're primary, man.
Fucking, yeah. So I said everybody. So like,
Unless it's like spam.
I think I have like I do have a couple that I didn't open at all because I knew I was like, you know,
You'd already heard the song.
I was like I know who you are. I know who you are, and it sucks because I don't want to tell them no, you know, but it's like
Yeah.
at the same time it's like I'm looking like for people to have on. I'm looking for people that are like that I see real fucking potential. that
Correct. Yeah.
All they need is more ears, and then there's some people that are like, there's a reason why you're here, bro. Like you know, like you.
What is it like? What the song, the music?
Usually it's the song. You know what I listen to for the most though? It's the writing.
Mm-hmm.
Like if the writing is shit, or whenever I interview the musicians as well, is like because like if I heard a sick ass bass player or whatever, or there's a drummer that's like bro like off the line or a guitarist, I'm like bro like you
got something to say?
yeah like that's fucking like people don't realize like that takes a lot of fucking work to be able to fucking play like that, be able to sing like that, be able to write like that.
Oh, no
You know?
doubt.
And then there's a lot of people that are, you know, like barely trying to start and seeing what they can do, and they're just trying to a quick rise to fame. And I'm like, bro, like if you're good, it'll speak for itself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta hit the circuit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, get me on, and I'm golden.
Yeah.
Because then it's like it puts the expectation. Like, I'm not your ticket. You're
Yeah.
way out, bro.
Yeah.
You know, me, I'm like, don't expect for this to be your ticket. Like,
Yeah.
Because then you're gonna be all salty as fuck.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
JT is watching. So is Erica on TikTok.
Have you checked out Justin Taylor and JT and the Blacktop?
I have.
He'd be a great.
I have.
Yeah, he'd be a great one.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. Anyone that's been on mine, you can go look. They'll all be.
They'll be.
They all be good.
They'll all be.
Yeah, they
They'll
all
be
be
good.
good. Yeah, JT was. I don't know if you heard his song, but whew, I thought I was about to fucking cry.
I've heard their stuff.
Ugh.
I think I've messaged them before, dude. Yeah, I've messaged them
JT,
before.
go on Last Bayou. Check out the song he played on that acoustic here. It was like, I think he was like purposely trying to make me fucking cry or
I
something.
know. I told him I literally had to like disassociate, so I didn't cry. Like I just pretended. Like, I just was like, what am I gonna eat for supper?
Hold on, I gotta see if there's anybody I need to lock into. H Main 88, you're locked into the shred zone. That's
While ago, jizz in your pants was.
Yes, my favorite follower, my biggest fan.
I thought it was funny.
Just my
It popped
pants
up.
48. Yeah,
Yeah. I think that's what it was actually. Something like
yeah,
that.
he follows me. Yeah.
Oh, really?
My pants 48.
Is it,
Yeah,
are
bro.
you fucking with me?
No, I'm not, dude. Somebody
Oh.
named Cum Dumpster follows me too.
Dude, I have a buddy that for the longest time, actually, it's a dude that he hasn't released any music, but the dude has the voice of a fucking angel, dude. But one of my boys from middle school, he has for the longest time on Instagram, he had the name Cum Gum Machine. I was like,
Yes,
what
sir.
what does that even mean, dude?
Yeah. What is
Yeah,
it?
you want to get fucking taken seriously?
Yeah, it's just Cum Gum Machine. I was like, what?
Gosh.
Yeah, imagine pitching that to a label.
That was his Xbox stuff, like everything. Like,
Gosh, just
Head
all
machine.
over handle.
Yeah, hey,
That's funny.
they know me. I'm the cum gun. I might change my name to Earl Cums.
Ew. No.
Earl Nuts.
What's up, Shelby?
Shelby, what's up, girlfriend?
I listened to the podcast with Case on it today when
What?
he was singing. My friend Shelby has a son who's 6. He just turned 6, and he sang "Blurry" by Puddle of Mud. We called him and he sang it. We put it on speaker and he sang
oh
it.
really?
And then he sang
You have to
sang
give me-
"Hurricane."
Dude,
Yeah.
give me the time
It's like at 11:50 on that episode.
I gotta clip that. No doubt. I
Super
forgot
cute.
that happened. Yeah, he was on the phone. He was singing Hurricane. Oh,
he
he's
sang
singing her
Blurry
song.
first, and then he sang Hurricane.
Yeah, she was going to see Puddle of Mud at a private party.
Yeah,
That's badass.
yeah.
Look
She was
badass.
like literally touching them. So.
Can you imagine seeing Puddle of Mud at a private party?
And then she
bro?
like made her kids like go. She went home and she was like all in a puddle of mud mood, and she like made her kids just listen to it, and they're like huge fans.
Dude, you should get Puddle of Mud on, bro. I could see that. I could see.
That'd be badass.
Yeah, you can ask him about that little acoustic performance he did in that Nirvana cover.
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna get down to the bottom of why that happened.
Why? What happened?
You haven't seen that video? Oh yeah, look up. He did it last year, and he kind of had to go in the shadows. Like, you play it right now.
What happened?
He played I think it was All Apologies.
What? All a pile of G's.
Yeah, that's the H-Town word. All Apologies. The
There you
Nirvana.
go.
All apologies?
Yeah, he covered it, and he got roasted, bro. He kind of went incognito for the internet. Roasted him bad, dog. He,
On YouTube?
all apologies.
Look it up.
Hold on.
Shelby said you can get on their website and book them. She's done all the research.
She's gonna try to defend him now. No, you're not
No,
gonna.
but she said like you can literally go to their website and book them. Like they can book y'all. Like you can't go book Metallica. Like,
I mean, if you got the right money for it,
I guess
I'm
you could.
I'm sure
yeah.
you could.
I feel like you
Yeah.
got to know somebody to
No,
get in
yeah,
touch.
that's-
So.
You could do anything that's possible. Anything's possible with the Che. Put it to the mic. I don't think I'll get copyrighted.
If you do, well. That's really bad.
What?
Oh no,
Bro.
that's so bad. And I guess I never heard it.
Roasted.
That's
Dude.
so
It probably's got
bad.
like 3 million views or some
Dude,
shit.
everybody has a bad day. Let's
Everybody
give them the
does.
benefit of the
Oh,
doubt.
yeah,
I just
no
wouldn't have
doubt.
posted
But
it. Like,
that's crazy.
But not everybody's bad day goes viral.
Yeah, that's true. Not everybody's bad day is like recorded
for everyone to hear.
He's kind of
Yeah.
changed up his look. I think he took a big
He has
hit from
color,
that.
yeah, like rainbow hair and.
That's crazy.
Poor
Shelby
guy.
just put a bunch of skulls, like she's dead.
She knew, yeah. But he sounded great. Shelby said he sounded great. So
She literally FaceTimed me so we could she was like literally this close to him. She was FaceTiming me so we could watch, and they sounded good.
yeah, but there's a reason he's playing at the Marriott. You know what I mean?
That sucks. That just goes to show how fucking one little thing could fucking.
I know.
It's
sad.
half his fault. Don't cover Nirvana. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you. Oh, dude, I was at my little sister's. Okay, so and this is crazy
Where's this
because
going?
where I want this clip because all my little sisters watch my pod and I'm gonna post it on that.
Oh,
All right.
Right, all my little sisters' friends
What,
like
what
they all
time?
watch
What,
the
give me
shit.
the time.
It's 28 minutes.
All right, 20 something.
But yeah, but because okay, so I went to my little sister's recital, right? And she plays the saxophone, but there was a choir that was singing alongside the orchestra or whatever, and then there was this little one girl. In the middle of the show, she was supposed to be like halftime or something. She was like the big star, I guess. She was the only one that had a solo the whole night. She
Oh,
did,
wow.
yeah, she did. Like who does this, bro? She picked "All I Want for Christmas Is You" by Mariah Carey.
Ooh.
And yeah, and she started singing, dude. And as soon as she started singing, the whole audience, you can hear them collectively chuckle. Everybody laughed, dude. The whole audience was like, but
Oh,
yeah, and I was like, yeah,
no.
she did so bad.
It's-
That's so
I
sad.
laughed. It was bad, dude.
I get like secondhand
Dude, what
embarrassment.
did
for
the
people.
ooh sound like? All I want for Christmas is
Wait.
You have a recording.
No.
I fucking
You won't blow.
recorded
You
it.
won't blow her out.
I fucking recorded it. I don't know this girl.
No, it's a good learning lesson. All I want for Christmas.
You don't pick
is-
something like
That's like iconic Christmas song, obviously.
Yeah, you
like-
let Mariah. It's okay. You can let Mariah have that one.
Yeah, let her have that.
Yeah.
That's like the number one.
Dude,
Oh.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is like midway through the song.
Play the ooh.
Oh, wait, I don't think I have it. Wait, okay, so
It
this
was
is the
later.
thing. Yeah, so this is the thing is that
You felt bad.
I no, I didn't. I was gonna start recording, right? As soon as I heard her start singing, I was like, I need to record this. This is gonna go viral. Like, there's no way it won't, right? And I was gonna start recording, and my girl grabs my phone and she was like, "Stop it!"
That would be me.
Right?
Too.
She was like, "Stop it! Don't
Let the-
embarrass
you
this
let-
girl like
you-
that."
That was that
right?
female shit going on.
I know, but then there was the lady that was in front of me that was also laughing. She grabbed her phone and she was like, "I'm getting this," and she turned around. She was like, "I'm getting this," and I was
Oh
like, "Yes."
my
So I grabbed my
gosh.
phone back, and that's when I started recording. But I was late to the recording,
Oh.
you know. But I was like, I looked at her. I was like, "See this."
Everybody's doing it.
Yeah, I was like,
she
"It's
did-
not just me."
That was a grown woman?
Showbiz
grown
said,
woman.
fuck these kids.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
she deserves it. I thought it was a kid.
No, the grown
No.
woman was recording.
Yeah.
Not the
no,
kid
no.
singing.
It was a kid singing.
Singing. Oh, she
Yeah.
deserves it still, whatever.
Yeah, dude. It's because
So
okay.
sad.
I asked my little sister about it later, and I was like, dude, I was like, why did she think that was okay? Like, why did they give her that song to sing?
Yeah.
And she was like, she picked it, and we told her no.
Oh, so it wasn't like she was nervous and like just
No.
had the nervous like.
No, she just thought she was that good.
Yeah, you're getting roasted.
She just
Someone
thought she
needs
was
to
that good.
tell her.
No, let her keep doing it.
And you know what's crazy is that all like the students were like in one corner of the auditorium, right? But there was cheers coming from the audience, but they were all from the back corner of the auditorium. Like all the little high school kids were supporting it, and I'm like, stop.
They're just
Yeah,
they're
'cause
doing that
they're
to be
laughing.
mean.
They're looking
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it was
So sad. That makes me. I literally have secondhand embarrassment. I don't even know those.
that was crazy.
I saw, dude, high school talent shows just go hit a little different, bro. You see I seen some good ones at my high school talent show.
You were
though.
in your high school time.
Hey, but I fucking killed it.
Didn't you like play Master of Puppets or something?
Yeah, I played the Star Spangled Banner 1 year, and then I played Master of Puppets.
That's
another.
badass.
It was sick, and I had my amp, and I was fat.
I played in my elementary school talent show. I played the recorder.
I played with myself.
Okay.
in front of elementary school kids.
Yeah,
No.
now I'm not allowed back. I'm like 200. I
Now
got
you're gonna get banned from everything.
No, we're good.
From
No.
schools.
No, Instagram and Facebook is the Wild West. That's what pissed me off. I get banned on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah.
No fuck.
They're like, keep going, brother. We
Yeah,
got
they
you.
only ban you. You start.
If it's political,
Erica just
Even
laughing.
even that they won't. But if it's copyright, that's when they're.
that's true. They
got-
do get you for
but
copyright.
They
The fastest one to hit you for copyright is YouTube.
they're
Oh,
real.
yeah.
They're real
Like,
quick,
so
especially
fast.
if you're watching YouTube on stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got like kicked off the other day or something.
Yeah, but usually like live, like I do when I do solo live and podcasts, I'll like do like kind of reaction to live concerts. And I didn't even think, but it was Stevie Ray Vaughan. It was a live Texas Flood, but it was on their official Warner
Yeah.
channel, and I was like, I
So
didn't even think.
even that is like
Because that's what they're claiming as their official music video.
really.
Because if I watch a live show from like a person's phone,
It's fine.
it's good. But
I can't really see.
like live pro shot, they'll copyright that shit. Anything that's live pro shot from a company, they'll take that down.
That's crazy.
I've come to find, but on a cell phone, they don't, because it sounds so shitty. I guess.
Ryan said he played Wipeout, my first grade talent show, and brought the house down. His dad and uncle played bass and guitar.
Oh.
He played Wipeout on the drums in first grade. That is awesome.
That's badass.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Ryan is the OG. He stays in every stream. Ryan, check out the Last Bayou podcast, bro. If you like, I guess you obviously like podcasts. Check out Last Bayou. Or not Last. I am getting so messed up.
All of them.
Yeah, check
I
it
know.
out.
It's like, why
all
do you
of-
keep saying last?
No,
Bayou?
most of those motherfuckers have enough promo. Check out the Bayou podcast.
There is one called. Isn't there one called Last Bayou?
No, there's the last something.
I know there's the last podcast on the left because I used to listen to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. That used to be one of my favorite.
The Last
podcasts.
Bayou podcast.
The last Bayou. Podcast.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
It gives it a dramatic effect.
Yeah. The last.
Yeah,
one.
he's gonna start. Kiko's gonna start
The
doing
only-
crime.
Right? Yeah. We're about to start doing solving murder mysteries, guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
The little-
Yeah, it's gonna be on
little
Parcast.
spin-off.
I listen to crime podcasts all the time.
Oh,
You'd be good for him,
everything
bro.
on
You'd do
podcasts,
well.
I listen to.
Dude, I love true crime, dude.
Me too.
Do you listen to Crime Junkies?
Yes, I do.
Crime Junkies?
I used to, yeah.
I used to listen to them when I would mow, and now I listen to them when I run. And I kind of had to stop because I run the green belts here in Kingwood, and it'd be getting dark, and I kind of like freak myself out because I'm like,
Because you're listening to a serial killer?
yeah,
You're
and people,
listening...
and someone has gotten attacked in the green belts from running, and I was like, maybe I should listen. Oh, she said, don't get him started on Crime Junkies.
Crime Junkies? Dude, so the reason she's saying that is because whenever we drive anywhere, she's in the car, my girl's in the car, whoever's in the car, right? We'll drive anywhere. I'm always driving. Always.
Same.
Mostly because I don't trust anybody else behind the wheel.
Same.
All right. But I do the driving and I want to listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
And everybody gets mad at me and goes to sleep. And I'm always driving by myself. But, dude, I listen to Crime Junkies.
I like Crime Junkies.
That's
Dude,
a go-to.
so good.
On a road trip, that's a go-to.
I like conspiracy
good.
theorists too.
Yeah.
I listen to all that kind of stuff. Like anything on Parcast, I listen. Like the Parcast network. It's like all crime.
Hey, get me on the Parcast Network. I'll do some crimes.
Do you want me to?
You're my manager, right?
It's crime. I have to like murder you.
Yeah.
But I'll do like petty crime.
Or you could like go. You should go missing.
Solving the shoplifter. The shoplifter.
Yeah, we're doing petty crime.
I'm gonna make you go missing.
Who stole my bike?
We're gonna find out who took the Walgreens on 23rd Street. And someone took $890 worth of merchandise.
Erica, you're right. Erica said you'll do the crime. Yes, that's right.
Oh,
yeah.
Brian said he has seen your podcast and he likes it.
Shout out, yeah.
Let's do crimes and then solve our own crimes.
Yeah, let's do the crimes and then solve the crimes.
Yeah,
solve them and pin it on someone else every time. We control the narrative. Who's going to question
right,
it?
Yes.
Hey, $15,000 reward, and I'm going to figure it out.
When have you ever been on, or when have you ever listened to a crime podcast and then went back and like verified the information?
Yeah, never.
Besides,
like the famous people stuff.
Yeah, like the serial killers, like the big ones. But most of them, I'll just say, I'm like, that's a crazy story. But I won't go back and look for it.
Yeah.
You know, so
the details, like she was in his house and he picked up the knife. I'm like, how do you know that?
How do you know that?
Like,
right?
I think about that too.
You don't have video.
I actually have listened to like true crime or like those podcasts. I think it was Crime Junkies actually, and I like the documentaries too. Yeah. So I was watching something on Netflix, and I was like, I know about this. I listened to this podcast about this person. Like, so I kind of had an idea, and there was like, there was a couple like, misfires there.
Well, when the Jeffrey Dahmer show came out on Netflix, when it came out, when they announced it. My buddy was like, yo, you seen the new Jeffrey the Dahmer thing? That looks good. And I told him and I started telling him the story about Jeffrey Dahmer, and he was like, why do you know so much about a serial killer? Like, and I was like, dude, I've listened to like 4 podcasts about
just him, yeah.
And I was like, yeah,
I've listened to him way a long time ago, and
now everybody knows.
When the series came out, I was like, I don't even want to hear. I knew how fucked up he was before, and I was like, I don't want to see that.
For example, when I found out they were talking about the neighbor was the one that was like calling the cops all the time.
Yeah.
Like I remember looking over to my girl and I was like, she wasn't actually his neighbor, right? She actually lived in the building across the street, and I started explaining. She was like, "How do you know this? Like, why do you know?" I was like, "Because I've heard this story so many times. Like, it's crazy."
Yeah, I listened to the last podcast on the last Jeffrey Dahmer series, and it was great. But it was fucked up. And fuck him. I don't even like that they made that movie.
And honestly, they did a great job. I feel like because they like.
I think they did.
They did too good of a job.
That's the thing, and the same thing they did too good of a job with the Ted Bundy.
I was about to say Ted Bundy. Wasn't Zac Efron as Ted Bundy?
Bro, America has a problem with like
they're consumed on it. Yeah,
bro, it's like we idolize these serial killers in this country.
Yeah,
bro.
well, Jeffrey Dahmer's victims. The family of his victims are still alive. And I'm like,
that's what bothers me.
I'm like, man, you're kind of like.
Rubbing in their face.
Like, that's why they won't make 9/11 movies, but you're making movies about these people that...
Yeah, well, they don't... Shit. Because they're poor people that aren't famous, but it's like... Bro, imagine if that shit happened to somebody you loved and you're having to watch this motherfucker blow up.
Everybody in the
and world there's at least 10 ratchet hoes that are like in love with Jeffrey now. Like he's so cute. Like
Well, they were back in the day too. I mean, like he had.
They were sending
Like,
them.
Yeah,
like,
Ted Bundy the same way. They just people have
crazy.
like you said, a fascination. Like they get obsessed with that kind of stuff. They write people in prison because
daddy issues.
yeah,
The people we do. The people that listen to
yeah.
it's crazy.
I don't listen to any. I really don't. I don't listen to any crime podcasts anymore. I can't. They just-
I mean, like
I'm obsessed with them.
I am
dude.
too. Like
yeah, I get obsessed with
I think
them.
it's
That's
because
why I
it's
don't.
like it's like an untouchable thing. Like for most people, like I could never be that person. You know, to like.
I'm just hoping they don't.
commit-
It's so out there.
I
like,
think that's why, like you get fascinated
Yeah.
because you're like, oh
But
my
I-
gosh,
I
how
don't-
could someone do?
I don't want them
this?
to find me out.
Oh
You
my
know,
gosh.
just listen to an episode one day and the shred shed killer
there he is.
Oh, God.
be doing
Shred
that.
shedder.
You see me in like a podcast. I'm in an undisclosed location right now. I'm going live.
have you seen the abducted at plain sight?
Uh-huh.
That shit's crazy.
All that
I haven't
shit's
seen that
crazy.
one, no.
Yeah.
Dude, this little girl got kidnapped twice by her neighbor,
Yeah.
right? And her parents let it happen twice
Did
because
he bring her back the first time?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I mean, how do you get
I think
That's been a long time since.
Oh no, they got caught actually. They got caught the first time in Mexico. But the thing is that he had brainwashed her. He had been grooming her for so long.
Oh,
Yeah, he'd been grooming her for so long that she didn't blame him for anything that he did to her.
Yeah.
He was like no, like because in her mind they were like in love or some shit. They were like, yeah. Not only that, this dude was so manipulative that he had sexual relations with the mom, so that he had her mom on the hook, and the mom was married. Also had sexual relations with the dad, so that he can get to the little girl. That's fucking
Isn't that
mind blowing,
crazy?
dude. And that's why we're obsessed with this shit because it's so out there
Yeah.
that you're like, why
how
the
could
fuck
this
would we?
happen?
Yeah.
not at the same time though, right?
No, it was like it
They were
was.
both in secret. Like
Yeah,
neither one knew
both-
about the
yeah.
other.
Bro, imagine if that.
Oh look, Shelby just said he fucking told her
caught.
parents he needed her to sleep with him so that he could get some sleep, and they said okay, and she was like 8.
Yeah, that's
Ew. See, I can't get up when it's
Isn't that
children
nuts?
involved. I
I know
can't.
that freaks me
That's
out.
nuts. Have you seen the whole Balenciaga shit?
Yes.
Yeah, so
yes.
I haven't really dove
Weird
into
as
it too much because I'm worried
Okay.
that I'm gonna get too into it.
weird
So,
as fuck, bro.
You will get too into it. That's what I did. So basically, the oh fuck, I forgot the name of the parent company. Caring.
Uh-huh.
Caring is the parent company. It owns Gucci. It owns Balenciaga.
Yes.
It owns
everything. Yeah.
It owns all those big fashion, But basically, what happened was that they came out with this ad of a little kid holding a teddy bear that was wearing BDSM stuff.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And then on the same ad campaign, they had another ad where it was like a purse or something on a desk, and the desk had like scattered papers on it, and on one of the papers, it was the law that they put into place in some state that said that certain child pornography isn't illegal.
Yeah, and their child, they had like a name for PETAs.
Yeah,
Like a new name.
yeah.
Like
Oh, it's like
children,
the
like children attracted
Yeah,
individual.
minor attracted or something like
Ugh.
that. Yeah, and
Yeah.
so they got in huge trouble. Well, today I saw also that Gucci, which is part of the same
Yeah.
company, is getting in trouble because they just came out with a campaign. I don't know what the campaign was, but they just came out with a clothing campaign with Harry Styles with some children's mattress or something that also has something. So people are on their ass because they're like, apparently Caring did not.
Why?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know. Why?
I've dove into like the
Why are they
elites
normalizing
thing. Like
That's just crazy, dude.
yeah, that's
Why are they normalizing this?
and they have like the caution tape, but it says like I saw something about the caution tape,
Oh,
and like
yeah.
the kid was like blindfolded or something.
The company, the Caring company, they also own this like art platform or art website or something that sells like little statues or little, I guess statues, but of little kids that have like genitals on their face and like stuff like that. And it's the same company. And it's like, bro,
Why?
like, these people are sick, bro. Like
They are.
That's
all of that, and I'm
horrible.
like, bro, like why?
Yes.
I can't watch a Salma Hayek movie anymore because she's
yeah.
Yeah,
like,
she's
bro.
all in that.
Yeah.
It's called Abducted in Plain Sight.
yeah,
Well,
it's so good.
But why? That's
But
what
so bad.
all I can think about when it comes to that is I just want to know the reason why.
Yeah.
What is the agenda? That's what I want to know. What is the end
It's
goal?
that elitist group, or what? Is that what they are? The elite, or what are they called? I don't
Why
know.
normalize that? I mean, that's crazy, but
Well, that's
There's
what
so
that's
much
what the
behind the
conspiracy is.
scenes.
Is that there's the elites and they like sacrifice young people.
I went down
and-
that rabbit hole one
and I
time
don't
about
want-
Selena Gomez.
I don't
and,
wanna believe
Justin
that.
Bieber, and like she was pregnant, and then she had to like.
I don't want to believe it, but I mean,
Baby.
come on. When you're
So,
doing
anyways,
that,
Brandon said. So, anyways, here's Wonderwall.
a Wonderwall.
That's like his go-to. Like if something's
Brandon,
being weird,
who?
he's like Gardner. He was like,
Oh,
so anyways,
BLG,
here's
shut
Wonderwall.
well, Brandon's mad because he's got an
Because
unreleased.
nobody abducted him.
No, he's got an unreleased Balenciaga shoe.
Oh damn!
No.
they put BDS.
You love
think-
dark humor.
I think it's illegal to have that now.
Yeah. So he's like, I was about to release, and that they had him and his acoustic and BDS
That's crazy.
playing Wonderwall.
His little guitar has a little bikini on or something. A little leather bikini.
Yeah, dude, it's wild out there. What's going on, man?
That's
That
so
shit's
weird,
wild.
yeah.
What's going on with all of it?
And people are bashing Kanye. They should be bashing Kim.
Kanye's an idiot. They should be bashing Kanye too.
Hey, I'm
Look,
on Kanye's side.
I defended Kanye for so long. I can't defend.
No,
him.
absolutely not. He's,
can't defend
He's
him
acting
anymore.
like a fool. He just needs to go back in the studio.
Look,
I just feel sad for him.
yeah, me too. He's an artist, dude. He's
Yeah.
an artist. He makes like he knows.
Yeah.
he knows
Andrew
his work.
Schultz, you know Andrew Schultz?
Yeah,
Said it best, dude, that Kanye, he knows how to sample. All of his music is samples. So he can take somebody's music, sample it, turn it into, and he's trying to do that with his thoughts. Like,
Like
and
sample his
it's,
thoughts?
it's just like you have to be original with your thoughts. Like you can't just take other people's thoughts, mash them together in a sentence,
yeah.
and like it just doesn't work that way. And that's what he's doing. Like, oh, he wasn't that bad. Like he's just not can't talk. Just make music.
Did you see he did a podcast, or not a podcast, he did a show with that one conspiracy theorist, Alex Jones.
Yeah, he did.
Mm-hmm.
And
Great show.
They
Yeah.
canceled it, didn't they?
Dude, yeah.
Alex has been canceled for a
He's
long
been
time.
canceled for
Yeah.
so long.
Yeah, no, he's been canceled.
They're turning the freaking frogs
Yeah,
gay.
and they are.
I didn't hear that.
Fluoride in the water. Yeah,
Is that where the birds aren't real came from?
Yeah, he's one of the many.
Okay.
One of the many that's like, these are government drones.
I always say that too. The birds
Yeah.
aren't real.
I say that too. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
funny.
It is funny.
he's
But,
the first one that got canceled? Yeah.
But what's crazy is that usually when people go on his show, like he's the one saying crazy shit, and they're trying to like
Calm
bring
him
him down.
down.
They're like, no, bro, like but you don't mean it this way, and he'll say some out of pocket shit. But this time he was trying to save him. He was trying to save Kanye. He was like,
pretty bad.
Yeah,
That's
like
what I saw.
Kanye was saying some off the wall shit, and he was like, no, bro, but you don't mean it this way. He's like, yeah, I do. Like, yes, I do. Mean it
No,
that way.
bro.
I wish it was still a
As just good value entertainment.
It really is, bro. He did another show with somebody else. I can't remember who, but they asked him that they were like, so usually whenever we meet a person of color, and we like there's so many stereotypes for people of color, but usually when we meet a person of color that we don't know yet, we give them that complete benefit of the doubt, and we block all those stereotypes away. We don't think about them that way. It's who they are as people.
Yeah.
If they grow as that stereotype, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
But and then they asked him. They were like, so if you do you give the same benefit of the doubt to Jewish people? And he was like, nope. He just straight up, just nope. I was like, dude, shut up, dude.
Oh my God, I know this.
You're
And
so
it-
bad.
And it's such like
Him and Dalton would get along though. Dalton's very
Who?
you.
me and who? Kanye?
Kanye.
The fuck?
And you and Alex.
Hey, I've clipped your ass doing a Sig Heil. I don't know what you're talking about.
He did.
Bro, I clipped her doing a Sig Heil. She was doing a joke. I clipped that
You're
shit.
saying it wrong,
Stra-
first of
That's
all.
funny.
It's
Straight out of
singing.
context. Like, it's straight out of context.
Dude, anything out of context is so bad.
Yeah, no, bro. That's what I had to check out. It's like, dude, not.
It's like it's like a twitch.
Not
kind of thing, like oops.
not anti-Semitism. when he started saying it, I was like, no, man, don't be anti-Semitic.
Erica, don't laugh.
It's just too much. It's like there's just too much history. That's what it's like. Hold on. Can you still hear me? Oh, it's like he's too stupid to realize just too much bad blood there, bro. Don't do that. And that's what I love history. I know a weird amount about
Weird things.
18th to 19th century history. And he doesn't. He's a rapper. He doesn't know shit about history. But if you would study history, bro, you would realize just no,
bro, you can't.
You know what I mean?
Stop, bro. But there's so many people and him. He has no idea what the fuck.
Yeah, he's just saying shit.
I don't think he knows what the fuck's going on.
I'm gonna be anti everything.
Yeah,
you just
anti-system. What everybody else thinks, I'm different, and it's like, bro, you can't. You could be different if you know about what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah,
but
be educated.
But if you don't, bro, and you're just saying shit just to it's like, bro, shut up, go study.
Yeah.
And then fucking come out and say some shit, bro. He's so out there right now.
And you can even be
help.
Yeah,
it's sad.
Tasteful about it. You can troll. I mean, there are plenty of comedians that make Jew and Holocaust Nazi jokes that are funny and tasteful. But it's like you're not.
But they're usually they know their facts.
Yeah, and they're
educated on it. So
you know who I blame though? I don't even blame Kanye. I blame the Kardashians. Tell you why.
Yes.
Look, any athlete that has ever been with a Kardashian, right when they split up, it's his downfall. Any musician, same thing.
Yep.
Bro, right when he got done with Kim, complete downfall.
Yep.
I think these bitches make people crazy.
Well,
no,
yes. These bitches make
obviously
people
They
crazy.
do, yeah. They're in it.
What's his face is now what's her face?
They're being used. They're
Bruce
like
Jenner.
tools.
Dude, I didn't even ask, but what's the protocol? I gotta pee.
Oh, you can go.
Just go pee. Yeah.
Just a little break.
Yeah, I'm.
We'll do
when
a
you get back,
little
I'm
ad
in.
Yeah, put some.
Yeah, I'll do an ad reel.
Put some promos.
You got anybody you want to shout out?
Um,
I'm just doing a 1 minute ad reel for you.
No.
Hey, if y'all haven't had a chance to check out
You can go to the restroom if you want to.
last Bayou
In the
podcast.
hallway to the right.
Yeah, it's down there on the right.
The door should be open. Okay. Just watch your step. There's a little step.
We should go to the chat.
I'm in the chat.
Anything we missed? No.
I've only been in one chat though.
Hold on, let me look on the TikTok. Give me a second.
Erica, I really thought you were gonna be here tonight, sis.
Who's Erica?
Erica.
Oh, I thought she was too. I was for sure like, oh, she's coming, but
That's
no.
what I was thinking too. I mean, not that
What?
like this isn't good enough, but I just thought Erica.
Whoa!
I said not that.
Whoa! You said that, not me. Yeah, there's nobody on my TikTok. Damn. Derek Cole, what's up, dog? You're in the.
Because your TikTok angle is absolutely terrible. We're getting you from down here with your spread eagle.
Hey.
No one, she said, tell Earl the I don't know acronyms. TFTI.
Look,
I don't know what that means.
What is TFTI?
The fuck? I don't know.
The fuck the.
Oh look, that's Frozen. Maybe that's me though.
Oh God, are we messed up?
No. Thanks for the invite. She said, tell Earl, thanks for the invite.
Hey,
thank you for clarifying because I'm not with the times.
I thought you just rolled with the crew like that.
Do you know what TFTI means?
Thanks for the invite.
Oh, God dang it. Erica said that, and I was like, I don't know what that means.
She went out to eat somewhere.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah, she's just...
You bailed on
She's
us.
saying shit, yeah.
Yeah, she's crawfishing.
She said thanks for the
She's
invite.
Yeah, now she's getting FOMO so bad, bro.
Now the truth comes out, Erica.
I gotta go pee, too. I'm gonna go pee. Here, look, you can have the TikTok on you, honey.
It's still a terrible angle. At least I have a pillow.
Yeah, and your crotch isn't hanging.
Can I have it on me?
Yes, you can. Please. I don't want to see my double chin.
Hey, I was gonna...
She said, wow.
I'm gonna try to see if I can invite you. I think we can go live on TikTok together.
That would
Dude,
be so cute.
My phone's almost dead. It's not a good idea.
You can use this if you want to. I don't know how much.
I actually just looked. I don't know. I don't feel like dealing with it. Well, hold on.
Let me just see that one.
And I there's a power button on the side.
I'm looking for the last Bayou. TikTok is so not user friendly. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you can search.
You know, dude, I got locked out of my TikTok for a while. Yeah.
For what?
Because I logged out. For some reason, I logged out. But when I tried to log back in, I still had my old phone number set to that. So I couldn't log back in.
Oh my.
Dude, there's no Bayou support at all. Or TikTok support at all. Like, I was like, how do I do this? I watched YouTube video after YouTube video.
Dang.
What'd you do?
I don't even remember.
I seen
it
you
was
the-
a long process.
Check out your TikTok and see. I think
What's up,
Eric Morris 10. You're locked in the
No.
shred zone.
Log in Mason.
Mason Krager.
Yeah, what's up, Mason?
What up, Mason? You're locked in the freaking
What's up, Mason?
shred zone, big dog. I think like it pops you up in the screen
It's
too.
not charging. Though.
You gotta press the power button on the side. It's like kind of flat.
Oh, there it is.
No, Mike
And
could
a
probably
little
use it
paw.
up. Hey, you see
You gave it to her today?
what?
That thing? You
No.
should just press it, and that paw should turn blue.
Mike had left his cooler here
Oh, there
last
we go.
night.
I saw that.
Let me before I go pee. Let's see. I sent you an invite. I don't know.
Oops.
Oh, there we go.
Somebody just got some free promo. You're welcome.
It's probably ASMR.
Yeah. Hey Kiko, do you want to do some ASMR?
So yeah. Oh, that's wild. I gotta turn this down.
We're in another dimension.
I already invited you. Hold on.
I don't know how to work this.
Yeah, don't ask me. I'm not
Here,
tech
can I-
savvy. So, anyways, what's everybody doing for Christmas? I hope nobody freezes to death tomorrow.
Dude, it's gonna be so cold.
Dalton, Dalton won't let me make a fire in the fireplace.
Just turn this.
That double feed, yeah.
It's like a Teams meeting nightmare.
Have you ever been on Teams?
I have been on Teams.
I've done that before, where like you turn on all the
Hey,
computers in a
am I
conference
on?
room.
I don't know, dude.
Oh, it has a little thing down there.
I know. That's
What
what I'm
is
saying.
that?
I think your face comes
Oh,
there
up.
look,
we go.
it's loading.
They're, yeah, they keep every day. I get invite this guy, keep inviting this guy. Let me go pee.
Okay, yeah. Oh,
Oh, there we go.
there it is.
There I am.
Now-
I don't use this.
Yeah, I don't do TikTok really. I just like
Tonight,
post.
hey, tonight I am. I'm doing the sleeping thing.
No, absolutely. You have to like
Sleeping.
go to bed to sleep, so he doesn't.
Neither do I.
Like last night, we ended the podcast. I had food like from earlier. I went in there, I ate it. I was like falling asleep while eating, and went straight to bed. And then he came to bed like 3-ish, I think.
I sleep in like 9-minute increments.
Just nap all day.
I can't. Lately, for the past few nights, I haven't gotten good night's sleep. But I'll have like the wildest dreams lately. So
Oh
it's like
yeah.
I
Dalton
can't
wakes
stay
up
asleep.
screaming.
Really?
Yeah, he'll be like, ah! And I'm like, and then one time he woke up, the dog was in the kennel, Tabby, because like she pees, so we have to keep her in the kennel if she's inside. And anyway, she like makes noises, like if she needs to go out, she kind of just goes, and so she was doing that, and she like does this low like, and it's like, it goes up. Anyways, it like woke him up, and he was like, ah! And I was like, what? And he was like, take her outside. I was like, why are you so mad? Like, she just started. Like, I just woke up. Sorry. And he was like, you don't know what I've been through in my life. Like, if you'd seen half the shit I've seen, you'd understand why I have these nightmares. I was like, calm down. And I told him about it like the other day, and he was like, I didn't say that. Like, what are you talking about? I was like, I don't know. You told me I haven't seen half the shit that you've seen. Like,
So, I don't know if you've ever seen those. Some people they'll try to talk to other people in their sleep to get the truth out of them.
yeah.
My girl thought I was doing that to her the other day, right? Because she was asleep, right? And she says something to me. She was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I was like, "What do you mean? What am I doing?" And she was dead asleep talking. And I was talking to her too, and I told her, I was like, "Are you asleep?" She was like, "Are you asleep?" And I was like, what are you talking about? And then I guess in the conversation, she woke up because she was like, what is happening? I was like,
so
you're
awkward.
sleep talking to me and I'm talking back because I'm trying to figure out what's happening.
That's so
and,
weird.
and then the next morning, she was like, why are you trying to hypnotize me in my sleep? I was like, what are
Why
you
were you, man?
talking about?
Why are you doing that, bro?
I was like, what do you
That's
mean?
funny.
She does that to me. Then I
I
see
don't.
that. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Is your sound on? I can hear one of y'all's phones of us talking.
I don't know.
Mine doesn't go down all the way.
Oh, okay, maybe that's why.
Like, there's
It's like barely.
Yeah.
Barely.
Yeah.
trying
Hey,
It's
to
not a
hold-
big
I'm trying to
deal.
hold it far.
It's not a big deal.
I have no idea how this is.
I
I
just
just,
heard it.
know that if they're they constantly send me invites, so it's good for the algorithm. Okay, can we take this time to say thank you, algorithm?
Thank you, algorithm, for real.
Yeah, thank you, algorithm. Hey,
See, I was looking at Bert Kreischer, and he says that the first time he went viral was 'cause that Russian mob story where they robbed the train.
oh, absolutely, yeah, no doubt.
And he was saying how the like he had told that story and it had been up for like a year, but the algorithm didn't pick it up until one of the classmates that was there, they commented, like the first comment was, "I was there. This is a true story," and she tagged all of her other classmates that were there. So everybody just started commenting. So the algorithm just shot it up, and he went like super viral.
Hell
I think
yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
him telling
Like,
that story
after
on
the fact.
another
Yeah.
podcast. Like he was telling how that happened.
That's crazy.
I had a video that did that, not as viral as he got, but that was like up for a while, and then in one day it was like, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like I forgot about this video.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't even want to, dude. I've been getting so much hate. I don't know if you heard. I've been telling everybody from the math rock people. They've been.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing bad about math rock, bro.
I'm gonna get off here. I feel weird. I don't like looking at myself, dude.
Oh no, it
And
is weird.
it's
I
so
feel
awkward.
so weird
It's good. Hey, as long as we did it for the algorithm.
for the algorithm. I
Yeah.
feel so weird, dude. Like I'll look at myself. That's why I don't like cameras that
The front
screen
face.
the screen flips.
Yeah.
Because I'll turn it around.
Yeah, that's why you got to get the good
So
iPhone.
Yeah.
What iPhone is that one?
No, this is the good one. This
The
is
new
The
one?
new one, yeah.
Well,
But-
you just gotta make sure to put your makeup on.
Dude,
Oh.
oh
You
my
look
God.
pretty today, though.
You have no idea, Erica and my girl, when I was doing a podcast, but it was super hot, and I started sweating. They were like, "We need to get some powder on you," and I was like, "What the fuck?"
It's too shiny.
I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "What are you?" I was like, "Get away from me with that."
We need to get some.
I was like, "Don't ever say that again."
Yeah,
Powder him up, ladies.
Yeah. I was like,
Erica
"No,
would
dude."
say some
Yeah.
shit like
That's
that.
I was like, you
hilarious.
need to. I was like, dude, no.
Just imagine you're on a podcast and some chick just walks with
Just-
a towel, and you're just
Dude, come on,
you're looking
dude.
at the guests, just like, give me a second.
We're gonna cut this. Don't worry.
Let me dry off a little bit.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Hey, powder me up, dude. I'm down.
Turn around.
I'm trying to look. I'm
Proud of your
trying.
butt.
I'm trying to look more famous than I ever will be. You know, I'm trying to fake it.
David Bowie star.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt.
This is more like the Lady Gaga lightning.
I'm trying to get. I needed some Twitter beef. I'm trying to start Twitter beef.
Hey, Miss
Twitter
Carol. Miss Carol. She always comments on your stuff.
Oh, hey, Miss Carol. Who's an artist I could Twitter beef with?
Shit.
But they would be cool. They would be in on it, you know. Not
I
nobody's
don't know.
Can you?
Scott Stapp.
Oh my gosh.
It's got to be somebody you like. I don't know, dude. Because
He's gonna be somebody way out there,
yeah,
like a a famous symphonic musician.
Yeah, like an opera.
Michael
singer.
Bublé. Yeah,
Yeah.
He's a beef with Michael
Especially
Bublé
right now because like he has a whole Christmas
Yeah.
album that's like a.
Yeah.
I went to like Christmas music on YouTube and me and Avery were decorating the tree, and she wanted to listen to Jingle Bells. Like that's,
Hey,
she's like, I want to
did
listen to Jingle
you-
Bells, and I was like, just type in Christmas songs, and it was like Michael Bublé's Christmas album with Fireplace.
Did you know that Mariah Carey makes like $7 million every year at Christmas from that song?
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
Shit's crazy, bro. I need.
Because she like,
I mean,
it's on everything.
This is
Yeah.
the thing though. She made a Christmas song that so many people make Christmas songs, but nobody makes it the Christmas song.
Right.
Like, you know, like the Christmas song. It's
Yeah.
like
Well, maybe I'm kind of
It's so
Grinch
hot.
because, like, even lately now, it's like it seems like all the artists I follow and know, like In Sync, releasing the Christmas shit, and I'm like,
NSYNC is not together.
no, but like they're in like last week it was like all the Christmas shit's coming out. And I'm like,
Oh, it's Christmas time.
yeah, but they're not good, and
No.
they're getting like 100 views on them, so it's not even benefiting them. I'm like,
I like Wolfpack's Christmas
Delete it.
song.
just
You
it's
know?
like you can tell like somebody at the label is like,
It's
You
time
need a
for a
Christmas
Christmas
song.
album.
You
You need a
Christmas
love
song.
song.
Yeah.
You need a. It's like, bro, let
Yeah.
me make what the fuck I'm gonna
that's
make.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
You know,
I'm
it's
like,
like,
You need a jingle.
yeah.
that's why I could never get. That's why they would never sign me because I'd be like,
Kelly Clarkson had a big Christmas
I don't
hit
even
a couple years ago.
because
She
it's
did?
Kelly
Yeah.
Clarkson. Yeah.
I love Kelly Clarkson.
You know-
I voted for her.
y-
You remember when you had to call in? She was the first American Idol. Remember you called in to vote? I voted for her. And Clay Aiken.
Yeah, you need to
so-
be.
I don't think I've ever voted on American Idol.
You
I
need to
did
be
like
top
back in the day
echelon.
when it was landline, you know, like dial this number in 01 or 02.
I voted for Sundance.
How do you do it now? Like through an app
Text.
or something?
Yeah, you text. You
You
just
text?
text a number, but it used to literally be you call from a landline, and we would just sit there and call. Like I remember voting for Kelly Clarkson and
I only voted for
Ruben
Sundance.
Studdard.
You know what show I watched that was one of those? I didn't vote either, but it was it's that new Kelly Clarkson hosted and Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Oh,
The one that's like states
yes.
compete against each
yes.
other. Yeah,
What is it called? I love Kelly Clarkson.
that was a good
Not
show.
the Masked.
No,
Oh, the last one I saw was the Mask. I
no.
haven't seen the Snoop Dogg one.
Are you talking about The Masked Singer? Oh, I love that show. Me and my mom watch it. I guess when Chris Daughtry, it was the first episode or first season, Chris Daughtry was like the main person, and I guessed it from like
I
day
don't,
one.
I don't know enough celebrities
So no, I don't.
to know.
I'd rather see homie at the bar down the street.
And they've been
Yeah.
picking weird people. Like some of these people, I'm like, I don't. Even
I'd
know
rather
who
see
this is.
artists that Kiko has.
Honestly,
Yeah, I trust you over more than them.
honestly did.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, fuck that. But if
And
you,
then they'll have like football players singing, and I'm like,
Some of them are good.
what? How? What? My thing is like how as a fan of football, even if I was the biggest fan of football,
How do you know?
I've never heard my favorite football players sing.
Well,
So
they
how
give
do they,
hints. So they do like little commercials before they sing, and it's like, guess who the dragon is, and it's like, and they show a little commercial clip, and it's like they throw little like Easter eggs in there, like they'll have like a Heisman Trophy like in the
TV's so
background
gay.
somewhere,
Oh
or
my gosh.
like they drop hints.
It would have to be
So-
somebody I really know for me to guess that.
I-
I don't think
I
I'd be
when
it.
I that's why I go live now.
But the
Y'all,
judges give you like they basically give you like a multiple choice.
look, y'all, if you're on live, don't watch that shit. Watch me.
I like it.
Like you could with me on live. You could cancel out all the news stations, all the entertainment, and just solely watch me as your night. I want you watching me while you eat.
I can't
Well,
watch
you
it
have-
while I'm on it. So
Hey, I'm trying to get the numbers up. Give me a fucking break.
right now I'm watching MasterChef Junior.
Hey, I get it.
I like cooking shows.
I do too. I love Gordon Ramsay though.
Where,
He's funny.
Yeah, he's
You're an
funny.
idiot sandwich. This shit's fucking.
where's the sauce?
Have you seen the?
Fucking lamb sauce.
It used to be a Twitter thing. It's like you tweet Gordon Ramsay a picture of your meal, and it's like Gordon Ramsay, check out my mac and cheese, and like he replies to the tweet, and he like just insults the
Gordon.
shit
Well,
out of
he
you.
does that shit on TikTok now.
It's so funny.
Yeah, he
He
does.
does that shit with people that do some like fucking fucked up cooking.
Yeah.
But did you see the video where he made a grilled cheese sandwich?
No.
He made a grilled cheese sandwich, and it was so bad.
It was fire, yeah.
No, it was bad, dude. Like the he used a bread that doesn't let the heat go through, so the cheese didn't melt. And then he used two of the thickest cheeses that he can find that do not melt.
I thought it looked good.
The fuck, they did not melt
Did he
at
do it
all,
on purpose? You think?
bro. I don't think so.
I like cheese like
I
that.
think he
though,
was
bro.
like the bread was toasty,
Yeah. But it
it
was not
like
melty.
It was not melty.
It
I was
was-
like, that's not a grilled cheese.
It was very
Gordon.
European.
He just I think he used very, very high quality ingredients, and I was like, a grilled cheese is not a high quality.
Yeah.
Where's that craft single
You-
at?
Yeah, you.
Well, in America, it's more bread than cheese, but in Europe, they use more cheese
It was a
than
thick
bread.
ass block of cheese, dude. It was crazy.
They-
Like, none of it melted, and I was like,
But they eat
The bread's toasty, so I guess it's warm, but
they eat cheese like that over there, though. Europeans love cheese. I guess I'm white as fuck. I'm from Europe.
Yeah.
You know, that makes, dude, I love cheese. Like, I could just
I'm
eat
a cheese fanatic also.
Yeah, white people love cheese. It's kind of, like, you go to Wisconsin, it's disgusting, dude.
that's crazy.
Like, if you ever met anybody from Wisconsin, they're nasty with it. Like,
Oh yeah, Drake's mom's from Wisconsin.
they just fucking, it's like everything is cheese casserole. It's casseroles and
I mean,
cheese.
that's not a bad.
Yeah.
All the casseroles that I've seen have cheese in them. So.
Well, my girl's one of those people that every time, no matter where we go, she order if there's queso, we're fucking ordering queso.
Oh, me, yeah. I
Like
want the bowl
Mexican
too.
queso?
Yeah, don't give me the cup. give me
sorts
the
of,
bowl.
whatever they
fuck
got.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
But, dude,
big on queso dip.
Dude,
Ooh.
for me, dude, like I'll eat it, but not
I'll go to
every. Like
town.
sometimes I want another appetizer. You know?
Absolutely not.
You
There's
know,
no other appetizers.
Sometimes I want I don't know, like a little wing appetizer or something, or
I could go with wing, yeah.
or some fried pickles or something.
yeah.
And she's just like, nope, queso.
What about, I like a sampler.
I like samplers are bomb because you
Yeah.
guys try fucking everything.
Yeah,
sample.
I like a sampler. I
samplers
like a
are-
little Applebee's sample, little chili
Yeah.
sampler.
the
Fuck,
triple
dude.
dipper.
Buffalo Wild Wings got a badass sampler.
yes.
Twin Peaks has a badass sampler.
I've only been there one
Oh
time.
my god, dude, you need to stop. This is bad,
we
bro.
go. If we
I'm
go
gonna
out
go
to-
get food right after this.
I know, it sounds
I have to.
Everybody here
I
is
had a little bowl
hungry.
of cereal. Like
Yeah.
Micah was walking down the street yesterday looking.
Did you? I don't know if you saw that, but so
So
I had ordered.
dumb, bro.
I wasn't on the podcast originally. I was like in there wrapping presents, and he called me. He was like, "Come in here," and I was like, "Okay," but I ordered food, and when it gets here, I'm leaving. And anyways, I forgot, and it sat out there, and I was like, I'm just so hungry. And Mike was like, I'm hungry. I was like, well, we have snacks. So I brought out some Cheez-Its and some dried fruit and stuff. He like ate the whole thing, and then his wife was watching, and she ordered him a pizza, but he like sent his location and didn't ask for the address, and he was like, the pizza's here.
You gotta go look for it outside.
Well, he said the pizza's here, so he walked outside. He was outside for a while, and she was like, he's going ham on that pizza, and he walked back in. We're like, how was it? You didn't bring any in here. He's like,
Yeah, we
I
thought
didn't
he was
get it,
eating
and we're
it.
like, no, you already ate it. Your wife told us.
Yeah, he was like, no, I really didn't.
And then she was like, no, he told me the wrong address because we told him the actual address, and it was like down at the neighbor's house. But then they sent it back to the store, and they had to re-deliver it. It was a whole ordeal.
wow, that's crazy.
And then he ate the whole
on
pizza.
live
Yeah.
on podcast.
And then he ate the whole box in here. He was literally like, you didn't hear from him for like an hour because he was just.
Yeah, I didn't care. It was for Daniel anyways.
That's
so-
crazy.
It was hilarious.
Because I was talking to Daniel, and then they said he's bringing Mike. I was like, fuck it, I don't care. Mike was just zoned out. The motherfucker's looking for pizza.
He was hungry.
You know what I did one time? My neighbor had ordered pizza. No, lying. He had ordered Chinese food. But they got delivered to my door,
Oh no.
right? So I was like,
I don't see
I didn't order Chinese food, but I haven't ate dinner yet.
Thank you,
You know?
Jesus.
I was like, cool. I was like, is it paid for? They were like, yes. I was like, say less. Right?
Yeah.
So I
Thank you for
grabbed
my
it.
delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I grabbed it, but I guess how now you can communicate with the driver or whatever.
Yeah.
The food said delivered on their app, and it wasn't, right? So they called the driver, and they were like, no, we delivered it. They were like, to which one? And she realized, she was like, he was in the right spot. He must have just delivered it to either this store or this store. Oh, no. Right? So she came out, and I hadn't started eating yet. But she came out, and she knocked on the door, and she was like, hey, did you have food delivered to you? And I was like, I didn't make the connection that it was hers.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, as a matter of fact, a gift of God, I got some free Chinese food just now, and I'm about to fuck it up. And she was like,
Oh, dude.
she was.
I just said no, bro. I
As a
would've
matter
been
of fact,
I'm like, get the fuck away from me.
I was like, as a matter of fact, yes, you know.
I did order food.
And she was like, oh, because I ordered Chinese food and it didn't come to my door, so I think they might have delivered it to you. And I was like, dang, well, I'm about to eat it, so I don't know what to tell you. And she was
Savage.
I was like, I don't know. The food, like
It was
they got
crazy.
over here. That's nuts. What are you gonna do about it? Like,
It can't
That's
come to my
how-
house.
what are you gonna do about it?
It's like me and you call a restaurant. Like, damn.
That
You
is
should take that up with the driver. That's
That's
crazy.
that's
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I'd eat that shit so quick, bro. Bye.
She gave me $5 for her food. I gave her food.
So she had to buy the food and then buy it from you.
She was because I told her I was like, that's crazy because I'm hungry as hell. I haven't ate, so like
He ate half of it.
This is a gift. This is a gift from God. So
It's like an
what
egg
am I
roll
gonna do to
missing.
not eat it?
She's like, I got 2 egg rolls. There's only one.
She was like, she was like, she was so sad, and she was like, I mean, can I got $5. How many we take $5 for the pizza or for the Chinese food? And I was like, well, come think of it, that is $5, So I was like, I could just go buy some snacks. So that's what I did.
yeah.
I took, yeah.
That is savage.
I was so willing to. She wouldn't give me the $5. I was so willing to take it.
I see, and I'm like the
It is
person.
what it is.
Yeah,
I would have immediately
would've-
knocked on the door and be like, "Is this your food?"
I would have been
Don't
like,
leave
no
it for
habla,
me."
no habla English.
Oh my gosh,
Uh,
she probably spoke Spanish too.
no,
You
comprende.
You know what? You know why I'm like that though is because it's happened to me before. I ordered pizza and I accidentally ordered it to the address across the street,
Oh, and someone kept it.
and pizza said delivered, and I called the driver. They're like, "Yeah, we left it on the doorstep." And I went outside, and then I realized that they left it. I saw the address on the app, and I was like, "Oh, they delivered it there." And I went over there, right, and I saw their lights on, right, and I went over there and I saw that it wasn't on the porch. So I was like, "Look, they must have taken it." So I rang the doorbell, and they turned the fucking lights off, and I was like,
Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off.
"Motherfucker!"
Oh yeah, they're doing what you were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
That
They did
is
it first though, so I
savage.
think that's why I was so willing. I was
They
like,
did it to
this is a dog eat dog world.
It is.
They've done it to. They drop food off at this people, and I walk my happy ass.
Oh, and they have the Ring
'Cause
doorbell.
they'll send you the picture, of your food. And I'm like, oh, that ain't my door. That's my neighbor's. I'm walk my happy ass right over there and get my motherfucker.
I have,
it is
and
a
I
dog.
wave in the doorbell. I'm like, "This is mine."
I ain't waving. I'm like, I'm getting my food. Come at me.
They've done that a couple times, but I like that they send the picture now, so
It
you
is
can see
it's a
where it
dog
was
eat-
dropped
it's
off.
a
They do it for
dog eat.
DoorDash.
That's why I like Amazon.
Oh, Amazon does it
Because
too.
Amazon
yeah.
does that.
Yeah, and it's
They'll
funny
take a
because
picture.
it's like they took the picture like this. It's like blurred.
It's blurry, like you could tell,
like
like
they're in
they
a
were-
hurry.
You
yeah.
could tell they threw it, like they
They
threw
literally,
it.
I've seen them do it. They go, bloop.
Yeah, I looked one in the
It's
eye.
like in the air.
He threw a package right here, and I'm at the computer, and I looked at him, and we just stared at each other. I was like,
I think
You
it's
just
so
walk
funny
back.
that you just leave that open and people, because I get
yeah,
Amazon
especially when I'm
packages
baiting,
daily.
dude. That's what's.
You know why they do this? Because Amazon overworks the fuck out
I
of them.
do. I feel bad. One of my
yeah,
friends,
not
when I
my
worked at
problem.
the doctor's office, I had a friend that was our UPS driver, and he would come in and tell us, we would talk about it, we wanted to
Hey.
know. And it was so sad. He made really good money, and he could go on vacation a lot, but when he was working, it was
You're grinding, dude.
it was
That's crazy.
early in the morning until
Tell them
until
motherfucker to
you're
do a
done.
podcast.
No, this dude worked his ass off.
Well, I ordered some shit from Walmart, and they just threw that shit over the gate.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Walmart don't give a fuck.
I was like, wow.
I love Walmart for that.
I don't know what they use to deliver their shit, but I was like, they didn't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah.
got to be back at the halfway house at 8.
They third party that shit out.
For real.
Shit, I got a curfew. I got to be back with my sponsors. Meet me at 8.
Did you? Oh, I did not know that. Did you know Amazon drivers only make right turns?
I think I've heard that
Erica
before,
said
but
that. I did not know that. So
That's
opposite
a-
of
that's
NASCAR.
you know, Amazon has their own AAA type of shit. So if a driver
yeah.
gets, I saw that on the road one day. If a driver gets stuck on the road, they have
Amazon dispatch.
yeah, to where they call them and they go, and they were fixing the Amazon truck right there on the side of the road.
And they'll
That's crazy.
they'll replace them with U-Haul trucks. They got,
Really?
Yeah, they got a
That's
contract
nuts,
with.
bro. If they gotta go, dude. People want their packages now.
Insurance
Yeah, dude, it's
purposes.
Amazon.
We live in a right now world, bro.
Yeah.
I need
Bro,
everything right now.
have you seen Jeff Bezos? He's ripped.
Shit?
I mean, dude, steroids are a lot.
Every time we
Like,
or
we
we
ain't got
used
fucking
to,
time for the cars to be breaking down.
That
we
shit's
would sing that
nuts.
Jeffrey Bezos.
So I
song.
got a 180-foot yacht. Like, I need my back. Yeah, these motherfuckers. You think this yacht just fucking runs off love and just no?
I
I
don't
don't
get
know.
it.
Jeff's
It's a
in the-
right turn. What if it's a left turn only? Like, do you just? Oh, sorry, gotta go
I think they go forward until they're going left.
Yeah, no, Jeff
Three right turns.
Jeff
Yeah.
Bezos has a problem with
That's
left turn.
crazy,
He thinks if you turn left, you're weak.
Right is right.
That's nuts.
His
dude.
ball, his head's just shining.
I wonder how much gas they would save if they could turn left. But I guess Jeff Bezos.
Believe
ain't
me,
here.
he knows things you don't. So,
I think honestly, like it's worth it to deliver it quicker because the more deliveries they get done, I'm sure it's not as much as a delivery was.
Yeah.
So there,
Yeah,
that
that's
extra
true.
delivery has got to be.
oh, they
more
pee
than
in
enough.
cups.
That's crazy, dude.
That's so
They're in a
sad.
rush. The people at the warehouses too, like they.
Yeah, I have
like,
a friend that works
Oh,
there.
they-
and she's like,
yeah.
They try to unionize those bitches and they shut
Yeah.
them hoes down, bro.
it's like a sweatshop.
Absolutely, it is. That's when these idiot leftist motherfuckers tweeting on their iPhones.
But then I see TikToks of like the drivers that like video. They have like the dog videos. And
psyop.
it's like a I don't know if
Psyop.
it's stop. It's like the Amazon or like UPS or whatever. And then like when they stop at each house, like it's like a frequent flyer, and like the dog will come up and they like have dog treats, and they just make TikToks of them like feeding these dogs.
Really? I haven't seen
Psyop.
that.
You don't think they have enough money to
Yeah,
stage
don't
all that
interrupt
shit?
me with you saying stuff like that.
Because
That's mean.
I don't want you to be tricked because they're staging all that shit.
I'm not. I just
It
think
could
it's
be
cute.
staged.
It's all staged. Everything is staged. Everything
But
is
it's cute.
staged. They know it's cute.
But yeah, they get the likes and
Because
the views.
yeah, they secretly fund those videos and be like, we want our drivers, we want people to think our drivers, they're friends with the dog. Like, and it's like in a perfect neighborhood, the grass is green.
UPS driver got stuck
like
in my
a-
mom's driveway.
Oh,
They
man.
my grandpa had to bring the tractor down there and pull him out.
You see, they make videos
Really?
of,
And then
that's a
they
real
paid
video.
her. They paid her for it because she had just redone her driveway because she lives like down a long driveway in the woods, and he like had just gone off into like the little. It had rained a whole lot, and he got stuck, and it messed up their whole driveway that literally she had just fixed. And anyways, she like wrote them about it, and they paid for it all. Like, and my grandpa came and got the tractor, pulled him out, and she got a paycheck.
That's crazy.
But that delivery driver was like, fuck, dude, hills have all that shit going.
He got fired.
Oh, I don't think
Probably,
so.
yeah.
No. I mean, like, it wasn't
Probably
his fault.
so,
It was
yeah.
like raining and wet. And, like, it was just a bad situation.
I feel
all
like these
around.
big ass corporations don't give a fuck.
They
though.
don't. Someone hit me
That's
in my car when they were on the way to
Not at all.
last year. He was playing at Green Hall, and someone hit me, and it was like a food delivery truck, and he tried to like say it was my fault, and it was not, and he was really worried that he was going to lose his job because like he knew he was wrong, but he was trying to pin it on me, and they paid for mine, and it was
Well,
like thousands and thousands of
I
dollars.
think that's in everything. It's a hard pill to swallow when you realize it's also in the music industry, and they don't give a fuck either. That's when I'm like, because you expect Amazon not to give a fuck about the workers, but then it's everywhere, even in the music video industry. They don't give a fuck about any money. It's all.
Do you think it's gotten better since I don't know, like in the last few years? I think
I don't know. Has it?
Look, I think so. I don't think it's gotten like a lot better. Like it's definitely far from perfect, but I think it has gotten better to the point where it's like now people have more say just because they have the platform. Like even if you're not on the band's Instagram, but you're on your own personal, they don't own your personal. You can still say whatever.
Yeah.
And people don't only follow the band, they follow you, they follow
Yeah.
So it's like all my favorite artists, I follow their band page or whatever.
and them individually.
And then I follow their own, so
Yeah.
they still have a lot more say. Like obviously they still have all those contracts and stuff they can't.
I didn't even
can't say
think
or
about
whatever,
that
but-
yet. I'm not in the. I've never really dealt with that because it's just my brand. I guess if it's like a band, if it's like a thing,
Yeah.
I just couldn't imagine my brand being linked to Suits. I don't know if it's better. I don't think it's better. I really don't think. I think it's. I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's easier to get eyeballs than ever, which is cool. But it's they still have all the money.
I also think it's harder to keep eyeballs though.
yeah.
it's real easy to get them, but I think it's harder to keep them because so many things happen so fast that it's easy for somebody to be on one artist for one day.
Yep.
Rather than back then, it was like you're on one artist for a little while because you bought their album or
Ride or
whatever,
die
like,
for them.
and you listen to them until you get your next album. Now it's like you can stream them so fast that you can find the next one.
Yeah.
And forget all about the guy you just fell in love with because there's another guy that, it's so quick.
Because you listen to this, you're going to like this.
Yeah.
And you go to that.
And you're like, oh, maybe I like this better. And then you just, dig deeper into one artist and then.
Yeah. Instead of waiting, like here on the radio, album comes out next week and there's so much hype.
It is hard to keep them. I guess that's why I feel so motivated to make content.
I just saw, what's the girl's name? Is it Lainey Wilson or something? The girl that's on Yellowstone?
The girl with the...
Yep, that one.
She is
blown up.
Oh,
she popped up on my TikTok earlier and it was a video basically saying like, well, I can't even open, I had to turn my notifications off because in one day, like everybody like is blown up and it's basically just her ass. Like it's...
Same.
she's a goddess.
I know how she feels.
Oh my gosh.
I was watching Yellowstone and the dude, the hand that's with her, I was like, oh, you lucky son of a gun, you get to kiss that. Even if it's just for fake and for camera.
Yeah.
I was like, you lucky son of a gun.
I can't deal with that.
Hey, did you see, do you know who Rich O'Toole is?
Yeah, I do know.
Did you see the Twitter? He called out Zach Bryan and said he stole...
I did see that. that. Yeah, I saw that.
It was so entertaining.
Yeah,
that was a great Twitter.
I saw that. I saw when he posted it, and I was like, what? And then I saw the replies, and I was like, oh, okay.
I didn't verify nothing. I just started going after Zach Bryan. I was like, hey, fuck you.
Even
I didn't verify shit. I was just like, fuck him. Let's go.
I was confused for a minute. I was like, wait, what's happening?
We literally watched that episode the other night, and he was like, you know Zach Bryan ripped off Rich O'Toole, right? Like, in the middle of the scene, and I was like,
yeah, I literally,
what?
hey, fuck it. I'll take Rich O'Toole's word for it. If he says it, I don't believe it.
He said it. It's true.
Absolutely. And Zach Bryan needs to lay off the verses. I tweeted at him like 4 times now. He ain't going to fuck with Daddy. But I was like, why does your song have 15 verses?
It did seem never ending.
So I was like,
was
hey,
really
Zach,
long.
why does your song have 15 verses? Zach, why does your song have 15 verses? Right? Like...
Maybe they just put it on repeat for the
They did.
show.
For the
They
scene
did.
or whatever.
But as an artist, I would never let them do that to my music
Listening to it.
for any amount of money.
You know what's crazy, though, is that any artist that gets their song on a big show like that, you're going to get some listens, bro. Especially if you get a live performance
That's
in
what
the
it's
show.
for, bro. Yeah.
Like, it's like, bro, so they give it up. They're like, yeah, fine.
And I feel
People are
like,
still going to listen to the lyrics, the main chorus stuff,
And I feel like Taylor
Well,
Sheridan does that like
I
purposefully,
guess
like make
he
sure
does.
that there's like live
does.
performances to like promote.
He did that for Whiskey Myers, for Tanner Ustry, for Lainey, for Zach. Like, he's done it for a lot of people that are like, it's like, holy shit.
Yeah,
You know, like
we saw
people,
Tanner. He opened up for
I mean-
Library Smoke.
Yeah, we were talking about Tanner Ustry. The dude puts on a hell of a show.
Yeah, it was. It was
His
acoustic.
guitar player was fucking cool, man. Yeah, it sounded great, dude.
Yeah, it was good.
He had him on the fucking podcast.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, big dog shit right here.
I know.
He won't come on mine, hoe ass.
Have you asked him?
Yeah, he said yes. His management won't get back to me
Oh,
because
that's
I'm a
what-
peon, I guess. He said yes. I have the DMs. I prove it. Tanner.
It was a while ago, though. It was a
That
while
you had
ago.
him on?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I messaged him and he said yes. Hit my manager
Well,
up.
that's happened to me. That happened to me with there's this girl Shelby Wilson. She's badass, dude. She puts on she does the cover to House of the Rising Sun. She does a cover to that, but honestly,
that song.
dude, better than the original.
Ooh.
It is
Animals?
the
Animals?
but yeah, the Animals best cover I've ever heard.
Really?
I'm gonna check it
Oh
out.
my god, dude! Like she hits it. It's badass. But I had talked to her, and she was down, and then got back to me and was like, actually, my management is like a no go, which was gay because later
Oh my god.
later on I found out who her management was, and I got cool with her management too, and I was like, you know, but it was like, you know what, it's cool. But
Yeah,
but,
let's see where you're at.
yeah, but yeah, no, they're good guys, but I understand, you know, like they're trying to look out for a certain brand for the guy. They're trying to make
Yeah.
sure there's a certain look, there's a certain whatever. You know, you have to. It's crazy how management works. Like they try to control every single
They do.
piece of the visuals
Everything,
of
yeah.
everything.
You know
It's
why?
like,
You know why? Because they're good businessmen, and they wanted to be musicians, and they're not. But they're really good at business, and they're just channeling what their artistic.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's me, dude. Straight up.
But what do you mean?
Look, I love
You're-
music. Look, I love music.
But
and
you're your own guy.
I am.
Yeah.
And I think that's what has the advantages of it, you know, and
Yeah.
why there's been artists, not saying the name, but artists that have literally told us, like bands that we've talked to, they were like, yo, I remember when we met you guys and you guys came out of nowhere. Like you know, you guys, like, who the fuck are you? You know, you guys are interviewing big guys and do stuff like that. I was like, dude, it's because I'm not trying to model off of anybody else.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
Yeah.
it's like what I like is what I like. And, you know, if I got to tell bands no because I don't like their music, you know, we'll leave them on red. But, you know,
Gotta do what you gotta do.
yeah, but
you're
it's,
on red,
but it's
that's
like,
why.
but I'm also looking out for my own brand. I'm looking out, you know,
Yeah.
what we all do. But dude, honestly, but
You're the
that's,
leader, though. You can do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
yeah, yeah.
It's just
but-
when you got somebody else telling you.
Yeah, but my thing is like, whenever I see talent, because I know music and because I know artists personally, and I know business a little bit, you know, like it's one of those things where if I see talent somewhere, I'm like, okay, this guy has it. This is what he needs to do next. And sometimes musicians don't see what they need to do next because they're so focused on what they're doing or what they want to be. But you gotta listen to the fans, listen to your, you know,
He got denied. He
I just got banned.
on TikTok.
really.
What did you
Oh
say?
my gosh.
You didn't say the M word. That's.
I didn't say nothing hateful, but I bet some troll fucking.
I wonder what it was.
Oh my! It wasn't anything. I'm telling. I've been the amount of hate I've got in the past because I made that stupid math rock video. I know those stupid kids they're on the hunt. They're going in my account. They're digging in my account, commenting on old shit. Like, you fucking suck.
Oh, they're just pissed.
They are very pissed. Like, one dude did it right before you came. Did a video reply and he was like, "I can't believe you're making fun of this guy." Of a video
Because
that
your opinion is wrong.
it wasn't
Like
even
that's
an
what.
opinion.
That's
It got-
how I feel about it. Like,
it got
people are like
like-
you can't tell me my opinion.
It got like 300,000 views, and it was just a text. It was like their song in the background and me making a face, and then text. It got like 300,000 views, and they
Don't hate on the math rock community.
there's a bunch of stupid fucking kids. They're like, "You fucking suck." They're going on my old videos and be like, "You're fucking trash. I hate you. Hope you die." Like,
You know what podcast you need to listen to? I don't think they're actively making content anymore, but there's this podcast. It's called "Why Your Favorite Band Sucks."
I think I've heard of that.
It's so
I've heard of
good.
that.
It's so good, dude. They pick out big bands, and they're like, "This is why they actually suck," and they'll tell you all the reasons they suck, dude. Honestly, I heard them,
Blackmail.
and I'm not gonna lie, I don't like Johnny Cash anymore. They did an episode on Johnny Cash, and I was like, "They're right."
yeah, they are. Most of them have fucked up shit. I mean, Michael Jackson.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
everybody.
You know
knows
what I
Michael
mean? You know what
Jackson.
he did. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
they're
there's a lot of
all.
people that are like idolized that they don't realize that they
Whoa.
were pretty fucked up.
Speaking of that, did you hear that R. Kelly dropped another album from prison?
I even heard a song off.
I didn't
Did
know
you hear
that.
the fucking "I Admit It" Part 2 song?
No,
I didn't know.
I didn't even know.
I didn't know
dropped
she
an
was
album.
on the 19.
She was
up.
no. You know what he says? He literally says he was like, yeah, I like older women. Yeah, I like younger girls. And then he was like, he was like, why are y'all trying to take my music career because of it? He was like, now y'all just call me a pedophile, but that's not a bad
Dude.
word or some shit like that. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with
It's
him?
so wrong.
He just owned it. It got taken down off
And
of
it's
Amazon.
pretty.
off
It's
of
it's
fucking
well
everything.
produced.
It is. It was a good, like it
That's
was.
what
It
I'm
was
wondering.
made well.
I'm
How do you
like,
do that from prison?
That's what I was wondering.
producers in
Which
prison.
label allowed this?
I didn't know she was on an 18.
Black Society label.
Like it wasn't like on a phone or
Dude,
like, you know.
Did you
like-
ever see the video of him in Africa live?
No.
Bro, you got to look it up someday. There's a video before he got arrested and they knew he was a pedophile or whatever of R. Kelly, and he was playing a show in like Ethiopia. And he's like, literally the song, they just got an R&B beat going, and he's like, "Girl, let me take you back to America. I'll give you my or he's like, "Do you?" Oh, no, he's going, it's like an R&B beat. It's like, and he's like, do you want your passport? Do you want your green card? Do you want to come with me to America? Dude. And he just repeats. He's like, do you need your passport?
Like just trying to take girls.
That's what he was doing.
Shit,
bro, before.
And I'm sure girls are like, oh my God.
Like,
yeah.
right before he got his shit, he was going to, because I think he realized he was getting hot in America. Like, hey, I can't be doing this.
Oh, like on the radar?
Yeah, he was on the radar. Motherfucker was going to Africa.
He was like, I'll do it overseas.
Yeah, because these motherfuckers are like, they're living in huts. You know, they ain't got nothing.
They just hear well-produced music, and it's like...
Yeah.
He was taking them, bro.
That's crazy,
Fucked
dude.
up. Now he's in
I feel
jail.
like that happens a lot.
Now he's in jail releasing nothing but heaters.
Go ahead.
Yeah, what time are we at? Well,
Yeah, what are we at?
An
6
hour.
hours?
An hour
6
40?
hours.
Yeah, 6 hours.
No, 1:38.
Yeah, 8 more hours to go. Yeah,
Almost there, guys.
Yeah, go pee and we'll wrap it up.
I'll be back.
You go pee.
Yeah, I had no idea that.
You go pee, and then I'm gonna go pee, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
And then we're gonna
We're gonna do a
all
little song
pee.
and dance.
Yeah,
All right,
I didn't
do your
know.
spot. What?
I didn't know that he dropped an album from prison.
Yeah, I heard it on. I heard it on TikTok. Somebody was like,
oh my gosh.
somebody was like, I need you to listen to this album that R. Kelly dropped from prison.
I guess I'm just not up with the time.
Hey,
Like,
he's an artist.
yeah, I want like I would like to know how that got produced. Like, is it like you go to the library? Like,
Have you seen the live TikToks of dudes that are in prison?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I saw the Ukraine ones.
Look up prison talk. They got phones in
Oh
prison.
my gosh. I mean, obviously they do, like, but I figured they were like burner phones. I didn't know they had camera phones with internet. How'd they get on the Wi-Fi? They hacked that or something?
They got a cell phone plan.
Oh.
Yo,
Wow.
somebody else I was paying for their plan.
Wow.
Oh yeah, dude, they'd be sneaking dude, a cell phone.
I guess I've seen Orange is the New Black, so.
Cell phone's worth like 2,000. Like a shitty, like
Nokia?
Android phone in prison, like $2,000.
Wow. Look, Toby's our new guest. Toby,
Toby, how are you doing today?
tell us about your day.
Toby,
Is it good? Can you see now?
he's trying to hit.
Just hit the vape. It's fine.
He's trying to hit the vape. Oh, Tussie.
You can see his eyeballs.
Dude, I woke up this morning and I thought Rainey was you too.
You every time I get out of bed, you literally roll over and grab her.
I know. Dude,
We got a new guest.
yeah, you got a replacement.
Look at that.
Let me go pee real quick and then we'll.
He doesn't know what to
Can I
do.
get there?
Dude, he was like sniffing. Well, now he's acting sketchy. He's on camera, but he was all about him
He
earlier.
literally sat down and was just like,
Well, Kiko's got good. Dude, thank you so much for coming, bro.
Oh, for sure, dude.
You're my second podcast I was ever on, and my inspiration to do this. I'll show my ass on live.
No, please don't. Oh, look, he's taking your spot now. Toby, tell us how your day was. Aww. He's our podcast dog. Like every time that we have a podcast, he usually sits right here or like right here. And it's usually hot in here because of all the lights, and I have a little fan that I put on him. Because he goes,
Really?
yeah.
He came right up to me earlier.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, and he hates people. Like men especially, but people like in general. That's so awesome. Dogs are, they're like kids. They have like a good radar about them.
I don't think dogs are like kids.
Well, I mean, like innocent.
I like dogs.
I love dogs. Yeah, kids, not so much. But I feel like they are the best judges of character. Like dogs more than children, but like they're gonna know if you're not a good person.
Dogs like me.
Me too. I mean, like, and I love
like
dogs.
dogs, yeah.
I think they can just sense that energy. But he barks, and I hate that. Like,
Yeah, when I pulled up, he was barking,
they bark at everybody.
and then as soon as he came outside, he like looked at me, he smelled me, and he was like,
Hey,
"Who are you?" And he was like, "All right, cool." And as soon as I sat down, he like walked right up here, and he was
that's so unheard of.
yeah.
That's so crazy. Oh, and he seems pretty calm. Like, there's sometimes he just gets like hyper.
Banned off fucking TikTok,
I think
man.
it's funny.
I'm done. I probably won't even go on anymore. It's not even worth it, bro.
I think it's funny.
real talk, what I feel like they want me to do is play guitar.
That's what TikTok wants you to do. That the Chinese are watching you.
They do, yeah, because they know my content, and I'm like,
there's an audience for it for sure.
There is, but I'm not going on live and just playing the guitar and taking requests.
What if you like sit on the toilet and play the guitar?
And real talk, I'll be brutally honest
I'd watch that.
Yeah, I mean that's content.
I don't.
You thought about it.
I can't. I don't want to play my guitar on live.
Why don't you jump on the trampoline and play the guitar?
I'm not playing my guitar on live. I'm not doing it. And it's sad to see you other art. Bro, I see people I know, other artists I know, and I'm like scrolling and I see them on live taking requests or playing. Talks like an angel or something. I'm like,
I know a lot of people
like,
that do that.
And you're like,
stuff on
I
video.
get it. They're probably getting paid. Like people, and I'm like, to me as an artist, like my guitar playing is only, I want it to be only available live, and I only play good.
It's technically live.
Like I'm not like
Not the same thing.
no, but it's not. You've seen me live.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's taking away from my guitar playing, which is
Yeah.
what I am. It's just I want it to be showcased live in a bar, and I'm like rolling my eyes back, sweaty, like
With a live audience that's reacting, that
it's
you
like-
can see and hear. And it's
yeah, it's like I'm not gonna go on live and just start noodling for fucking tips.
Yeah.
Like I just can't do it as an artist. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You see me live, you see the type of shit I do. Like if you do it, I don't even care. I don't even care. But it's fucked up. Like that's why I'm like, I want to do something different on live. I want to do the podcast. They're not gonna let me do the fucking podcast. Then I'm just not gonna fucking do it. Cause we didn't say anything bad.
Yeah.
And we're still on Instagram, Facebook. It's just like, okay, like I'm not gonna sit there and fucking, because I have all the equipment to play the guitar where the tone would be perfect, and come if you want to see me fucking play the guitar, come to my next fucking show.
Yeah.
Like, and that's done me good, and I feel like a lot of musicians, guitar players, they get sucked. Like, just go on live and play, and then you get sucked down this hole, and the next thing you know, you're like every week, gotta go on live and play. Like,
You gotta post daily and stuff.
yeah, I didn't
You
sign.
gotta-
I want to do my podcast live. Like my guitar playing is something I think that you need to see in person at a venue. Like, you know what I mean?
And I do. I'm guilty of following a lot of those accounts. You know, the people that just go on there and play. And, you know, because if they're good, they're good. You know, and
Yeah.
I like to hear it.
Yeah. If they don't, if they like it,
yeah,
yes, do it.
But it's one of those things where I follow them and I want to see them. You know, what band are they in? But they don't have no links to any band they're in. They don't have.
Like, who do you
That's
play
what-
with?
Yeah, and I'm like, I want to see you live. Like,
Yeah,
can
where
you
can I
shred
find
like
you?
this in front of an audience? You
no,
know, like
that's what.
put your foot on the monitor and just go. You know,
yeah,
like,
but you'll get sucked in because then you gotta load amps up in your truck, and then you gotta go and sound check, and it is easy. It would be easy to just go on, turn it on, put the simulator on.
I'll tell you, the musician lifestyle is not supposed to be easy.
Everybody would do it.
Dude, it's something where it's like, bro, the best art. There is some artists that come up, you know, out of nowhere. They're an anomaly. Fucking Justin Bieber, you know, posted some shit on YouTube and got discovered.
Yeah, right time, right place,
at
right
15
look.
years old. There is some people that happens to.
Yeah.
But most artists, like 99.999% of them, grind and fucking
For most of their life.
dude, yeah, for so long. Like on I saw some statistics that said that it takes at least at a minimum 7 years of you not making any money as a musician to see your first break. Your first break, no matter how, if it's a small break or a big break, but to see your first one where you will
That's right. That's
you're gonna doubt yourself. You're gonna fucking like that's just you know
yeah,
the nature of
for
this
a business, it's 3 years. For a musician, it's double that.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Well, you're
like,
halfway there.
If you
so
start any
over
like if you're
halfway.
trying like to start a pressure washing business, it's gonna be 3 years before you make money. If you want to start being a musician, double that. Like
Yeah.
just because
At
it's
least,
so
yeah.
fucking hard. And that's why I'm like, I don't want to just go on live and degrade my live shows. I don't even have I don't like it. I just don't like it. And kiss my ass. I want to do my podcast on live, but TikTok, it's fun. I don't want them to get banned, but if they got banned,
yeah.
like it is what it is, dude. If y'all are gonna be this way, like I don't know, man. It's just Because motherfuckers throw shade at me because my biggest following is on TikTok. They're like, oh, you heard TikTok's gonna get banned. I'm like, I know you're throwing shade. If I have to, I'll post this shit on my fucking website. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's what that one podcast at Full Send. That
yeah,
fucking these guys are badass because they get interviews with some very interesting people. But they got one that got banned, and they just put it on their website. People went to their website and watched it. You know?
Louis C.K.
Like, yeah,
Oh,
same
gosh,
shit.
yeah.
He said, "Fuck it." Like, I mean, I like social media. I like interacting with my fans, but like, don't threaten me. Like, ooh, if you don't do this,
try
you're
to
gonna get
control
banned. I'm like,
you know.
I mean, real talk. You can't control me going to the bar in Crosby and playing at the honky tonk. You know what I mean? And that's what I love doing all the social media, but there's nothing I love more than going playing at the honky tonk. Like, so I don't give a fuck. Like, if it's what I was doing before I was big on the internet or anything, I was playing at the honky tonk. That's what I'm going to keep doing. Like, and that's what, like, even in real life too, musicians that I'm sure you know get so focused in like making it. I'm like, man, you have the wrong mentality. Like, I love playing at the dance hall down the road, and if you don't love that, like, you're gonna be disappointed. Like, everything else is extra.
Cherish your art. Don't be such in a rush to just fucking
do the next thing.
Yeah, to just
I played the first time I played at Green Hall, sold out show, one of the biggest shows I ever played. And then where did we play? The next night.
We came back and played
with another artist.
Yeah.
Played Green Hall with GCD, packed show, sold out. And then
we all drove back home and played.
No, it was at Beaumont. And it was a younger artist hit me up.
Oh yeah.
It was like, hey man, you want to play with Lee with me? When Beaumont played in front of 7 people. It's a week after playing. That's why I don't have any sympathy. Like, artists like, man, sorry, not enough people came. The show's not as packed. I'm like, you need to get over that real quick.
Yeah.
Like, I played literally 1,000 people, standing room only, and like 5 days later, I went and played in front of 7 people, and I didn't bother me at all. I just
you gotta have the same energy.
It wasn't nearly as
same
those
energy.
7 people came to see you.
Yeah, it wasn't nearly as fucking fun. Like,
but give those 7 people a show.
Yeah,
They
like
showed up.
I'm not gonna sit here and say like this show is better, but I'm not gonna just why no? So,
Yeah,
like,
there's no
shut
reason for
up.
that.
Like, I see it, dude, it's like that. Those good shows, if you're not mentally strong, because you get on that like precipice where you're like, oh, I'm breaking out, and then you get a good show where it's sold out. But if you're on that like breakout stage, not every show is sold out. And I see so many artists that let that one amazing show
Dictate
ruin them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you got to let that go. Like, you just got to keep. You were okay playing for nobody for 5 years. Just because you had this one great show, don't mean you made it. Like,
now these shows are smaller, and you're not putting on the same energy. So why are people going to want to come back if you're not?
You're ruining what got you to that great show the first time. Like,
Yeah.
Like,
and that's why. So I was talking to this one artist that starting to open up really, really big shows really early on in their career. They've been a band for about 2 years, and they very, very recently like started getting any real following. But that's because they were on a ticket with this other really, really good band. They were on a ticket with Whiskey Myers.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get it.
And they started rising. But while they were at one of these shows, I caught them, and we were talking, and I told him I was like, dude, you have no idea like how lucky it is that you have it. I was like, the first thing you need to do, I was like, when you play these big shows, you have a large following right now because of this. You need to keep that momentum, and the way you do that is you have to go back to these same cities, to these same towns where you did these shows, because people remember your name as of right now.
Yep.
Go back to them within a year.
Yeah, and play at something small.
And play
Sell
at
it
something
out.
small, but sell it out. People know who you are. People
they
saw
saw
you
your
on the
name.
flyer. They saw you, they heard your music, you know.
Oh, he opened up for Whiskey
You know,
Myers,
yeah.
so we're gonna go
it's-
see
yeah,
him.
exactly.
He's legit.
It's got to be within a year. You have to have that momentum, bro. So many people miss that opportunity where it's like
Because they just want to go.
and they're like,
They
no,
get
I
the
need to play.
taste.
Exactly.
They get the green room, the catering,
Yeah.
the rooms, and it's like, oh, I don't want to go back to the bar, but man,
But go back to a small bar where you know you have the following. Guess what? They're gonna invite their friends. Now you have a little bit more, you know,
Yep.
and
yeah, I love that. I love playing for smaller places.
And they're like the most loyal fans too. Like, 'cause
yeah,
if they're going to the shithole on a Saturday night, like you know they're gonna come to a shithole to watch a band. Like,
yeah.
you know, if they're gonna go there anyways,
yeah.
like
To me, 1,000-person club, that's it to me. Like if I could regularly play 1,000-person clubs, I would need
Oh,
nothing because it's like, okay, what do you want to get your name on the TV and you're playing an arena? It's like, dude, it's 60,000 people. It's so huge. It's awesome, but it's like fulfilling to me is just like you want it to be packed, but it is real. And
high energy.
after
My thing is,
1,000 people, it's kind of
It doesn't have to. For me, I don't think it should matter how many people are in there, but as long as you capture the ears of everyone in that room. If it's 7 people in the room, capture those fucking 7 people.
Yeah.
If it's 300,000 people in the room, capture them if you can. Right? Obviously, that's a lot more
Yeah,
difficult
yeah.
because
no doubt.
far away. But how do you capture those people? Is through these smaller rooms, these places where you're playing where there's not,
Yeah.
where there's no empty seats.
Yes.
If you sell it out, even though it's not that big, it's only 100 people.
But you
But
sold
you
it out.
sold out 100 people.
Yeah.
Guess what? Everybody in that room is going to be headbanging.
Yeah.
Right? Instead
Oh,
of
Because the
yeah.
energy's gonna be
yeah,
higher.
instead of if you don't sell out a big room that
spread out.
that it's worth for, a 2,000 person room and you only sell 100 tickets, it's like the crowd looks a lot smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody's going to be headbanging because people are worried about what everybody else is doing
Yep.
and and the room's a lot more spread out, but if you sell out
They'll do whatever the audience will. Whatever you are, vibe leader.
yeah.
Whatever your vibe is, if
Exactly.
you're embarrassed that there's not enough people there, everybody in the crowd is going to have a bad time.
Yeah.
And I've seen it, learned it the hard way. Like if it's a shitty show, but there's 5 people, if you kill it, they'll have a good time. Just because
Yeah.
you're the
Yeah.
vibe leader. Like you got to
Exactly.
set the vibe. Like and
Yeah, you need to give that same energy as to those 5 people
I
as
had
you would to
it's
500.
good to look at social media the same way too, because motherfuckers would be like, I only get like 100 views on my video. I'm like, hey, imagine if there was 100 people in a room. Like,
Yeah.
Those people had eyes on you.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like
100 people
you-
watched you.
yeah. I mean, I post a lot of videos. Got 5 views. Like, if you get 100 views on a video, man, just picture in your room. You wouldn't be mad if you were playing in front of 100 people. Like,
Yeah.
it's because
Yeah.
they want 100,000.
I saw. I was talking to Austin Mead or his manager Gilbert, and they played at the White Oak, right? But the White Oak has 3 stages.
Yeah.
The one outside is huge. The other one is a pretty big size room, and the other
floor
Great
is
club.
upstairs.
and then the one upstairs is a lot smaller, right? He told me he literally he told me he was like, dude, I've never seen the White Oak. I saw pictures and I was like, that's a lot of room, and he was worried about it, but he was so happy that they had that upstairs. So they played upstairs, and in that smaller room, and they had everybody in their headbanging, and it felt crowded. It felt like a big show,
Yeah, high energy.
because you got that energy, right?
Yeah.
Rather than them playing outside, right?
Yeah.
Even if they would have had double the people there.
But people are lingering.
You
They're
know,
spread out. You
yeah,
don't want to
yeah.
be right next
No,
to somebody.
exactly.
That's what I'm
Room.
saying. Like, I could be with
Exactly.
a 500-person club. That's it for me.
Yeah.
Like because I do want to pack places out, but I'm not looking to pack arenas. Like if I could just regularly pack out 500-person club, dude, that's fucking money.
Like House of
'Cause-
Blues. Like
Yeah,
perfect.
real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk. I mean, after 1,000 fucking people, it's just a sea of people. I've played in front of more than 1,000, and to me, that's what taught me that lesson. It was like, because I used to be like, I want to play arenas like Metallica. That's my goal. And then I played in front of 1,000 people sold out, and it was amazing. And then I played like huge festivals where 4,000 people could fit in, but only 1,500 people came. And then you're like,
You can feel the
the
difference.
total number doesn't matter. You just want packed vibes, and that's when it's like, I'm cool. Like,
Yeah.
that's my goal. Like,
It
if I
feels-
can regularly sell out
100%.
500 clubs, and if you talk to any comedian, they'll tell you the same thing. Like, the best gig for a comedian is 500 person club, and that's, I think, for me, the same way. It's like, I'm not like looking to be famous. It's just if I can get this club, because then it's, you get that energy, and then it's magic. Because I'm not gonna. If there's 7 people in the crowd, you do have to play. You can't be weak. You got to show them.
Yeah.
But they'll never get the show like if I'm at a club. Yeah, if like, and I'm not. I really am not. I'm not selfishly saying like if I'm at a 500 person club, I need it to be packed out for my ego. It's just like when you're in a room and it's packed. That energy from the packed crowd gives you the ability. Gives me. Some artists are not this way, but I'm the type of artist where if it's a room packed, and it's realistic to sell 500 tickets. It's not realistic for me to sell 60,000. But that's why I'm like, I gotta pack a club out, because then their energy. I could sit here on the camera and practice my entire life, and would never be able to give the performance that I do.
It
in
feeds
that.
you, dude.
Yeah.
It feeds you.
That's why I'm like, because people have told me like, oh, it's you know, because I'm like, fuck, I wish, because I do. I'm like, I wish the show was more packed, and they're like, we got to be humble, and I'm like, it's not an ego. I just need I need this fucking energy, because I.
So I'll give it to you like this. This is. Because I've been around some people in the music industry, and people know, and they know I've been around it enough that I know a couple things, right?
Yeah.
I've had newer artists that ask me, new band managers that ask me, it's like, what next? What do I need to do? Like, what do they need to do? I always give the same piece of advice. Play like you're already at the next level. Mm-hmm. Not only play like that, but look like that. Whatever look you want to do. There's so many newer artists that go on stage with a t-shirt, jeans, and boots, with and I'm like, is that the look you want to have when you're,
or you think you need, you think you need,
or you just think you need to look, like
casual.
like a dude that you can come up to. It's like, no, like, be that guy. Believe in yourself. Play at the next level. Look like you're in the next level. Conduct yourself like you're at the next level. I'm not saying be a dick or be cocky or whatever, but be one of those guys that realizes, is like, look, I because when you do make it, right? When let's say later on down the road you sign with a label, right? That all the big fish are in. Guess what? You're the small fish again, right? And if you already look like the small fish, you already are acting like the small fish, guess what? People are gonna know. But if you're like, okay, cool, and you're focused on your art, you're focused on the show you give, because that's what it is. It's show business. It's something that you have to, put on a show, put on a fucking circus. People go to watch it, and then that's when you can,
that was the biggest breakthrough I had.
Yeah, bring that audience in, like, regardless.
And you've seen me play, like, come into that realization, like, I'm just gonna play I'm gonna play 6 solos and act like a full, like, dance. Like, you see me, and that's why I wear what I wear. Like, nobody wears. It is so, your appearance, true, is so. You gotta find your style. Like, I get so much more traction when I stopped trying to wear country clothes, because I'm in a country band. And when I gave up and said, I'm gonna wear the fuck. And you've seen what I wear now, and it's so much.
Clothes.
It's gotten, it's
my
her clothes, or some of, like, that's what kind of inspiration for me starting some of the items I have on my merch store now are like clothes that I designed.
Yeah.
By the way, check out his merch.
Yeah.
He's got some badass.
Yeah, for real, check it out.
Those pants.
Dude, that's why I was like, I love these pants. Yeah, it's you gotta come up, and I have my own style, and that is the hardest part. Your own, coming up with your own style.
You gotta be authentic to yourself.
It's so easy to be copy and paste.
It is
so easy. Mm-hmm. And what people don't realize is that, like.
But if you sit down, put in the work, think about what you want to be, you can overcome it, and then boom, you got your own style.
People respect it, though.
I literally the picture I posted today. Did you see that, of our first show?
Yeah, I did.
With
Yeah,
the
I
boots
did
and
see
the
it.
cowboy
You
I
see
did
what
see
I
it.
was wearing? I was
Yeah.
trying to be I put the Wranglers pearl snap and the boots on because I thought I was in a country band.
It's
That's what I
pretty
gotta
funny
wear.
now, though.
And then it took me years to come.
I zoomed in on you. I was like, what?
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. It's from real. Like, I didn't know myself. I was just like, I got to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
I got to
In a
wear the
country
boot.
band,
Yeah, I'm
so-
in a country. But
Playing at the rodeo.
nobody listened. Nobody came to our shows then.
That
But-
that one band, not the one you really like, the other one that I showed you, that band, you can hear that Western, it's Dexter and the Moon Rocks.
Yeah.
You can hear that Western stuff. Dude, if you see a picture of them, the dude, first of all, the lead singer looks like a Walmart brand Kurt Cobain. Like, for real.
The Wish Kurt
The
Cobain.
Wish Kurt Cobain. Like, he does.
Oh, you would
But,
already look like Wish.
yeah.
Kurt Cobain looked like Walmart already. This
Yeah, that's
motherfucker's
true.
a Dollar Tree, bro.
Well, yeah, but the dude, in that Western, especially in West Texas, bro, you got to do country. You got to do, that's what sells. That's, you got to have those strong fiddles, those, that harmonica, stuff like that. But they started doing their own, like, space rock type
You don't
of
have,
music
yeah,
with
you don't
it.
have to.
And they don't fit the narrative, but they're playing the Blue Light Live. They're playing, all these venues that predominantly just do country, and they're opening for big country acts and things like that. And it's because they're so different, and they're
Yeah.
capturing
It's unique.
the country audience because
Yeah.
but they're also capturing the audience that likes
No, I've seen it.
alternative rock
Alternative,
and yeah.
I've seen it firsthand, dude. I've been to these towns, and when I pull out the Telecaster, like, this motherfucker's gonna hit the same country licks on the Telecaster that they all do. And then as soon as I start playing, they're like, "Oh, this dude's not gonna do like Chicken Piglet. Like, this
Yeah.
is."
Ryan said, "Bring the boots back." That's what I put. I commented on.
No, I would, but
on
I'm a
his picture. I
pussy.
said, "Bring the boots
You know what? I
back."
think you'd look cool in some biker boots.
Yeah.
I think you look cool in
Oh,
some biker
like
boots.
high?
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, dude.
not
Yeah.
super
Not
high,
like
fucking
ankle, like combat kind of.
like, yeah.
Oh, combat
Like
boots.
the ones
Yeah.
that I wear.
Yes, I
Yeah.
would wear the fuck out
Yeah.
of combat boots.
He
bro.
usually, well, I got him those shoes for the Nikes for Christmas last year, but he usually wears his high top shoes that's like pants tucked in. I like the high top look, like with his skinny jeans.
Yeah,
So
I
I
just
think the
like
boots
color.
look
I like
good.
colors.
You like color?
I like colors. That's-
I
like
I'm a
color.
very dark person.
I like
Well,
blacks, different shades of black.
That's kind of why I love. I do like black. And that's why I love playing with Chase the Night. And I wish I could. He hit me up and said they had a gig on fucking New Year's, but I'm with GCD. But I do love playing with Chase the Night because they're.
I haven't seen them. I want to go watch them, dude.
It's a high energy show. They put on a great show.
dude,
I
gotta-
listen to them. They're in my playlist. Like, I listen to them, but
Dude, the
yeah,
song "Fire."
yeah,
It's a great
Yeah.
song, bro.
yeah, they have a couple good songs.
They played it, and I was
Dude.
like, I thought it was Jason Aldean.
Dude, yeah, no.
It's pretty good,
The
yeah.
lead singer is really good.
Yeah.
They are good.
Anthony's an amazing drummer.
Oh,
I love,
yeah.
dude. I get to play cumbia music with him, bro.
Yeah.
I like Chase the Night because I culturally do things I, as a white guy, would never get to.
Was
do.
that the episode? Was that the show that you were dancing?
Yeah, on stage.
Yeah.
It was like,
No, in the crowd.
oh no, that
That was
was.
the first gig I ever played with him.
That was with them.
Yeah, that was the
I
first.
thought it was the.
No, that was
most
in
recent
spring.
one.
I was dancing with those black people in the crowd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were.
Oh
yeah.
it was at the outdoor venue. Yeah,
Yeah.
I videoed him dancing. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, they were a fun group.
And I was
I saw
like,
that, yeah.
I was looking at them dancing. I was like, because I was like, this is my first time playing with these guys. I was like, you know, fuck it. I'm gonna go down. Like, if they don't invite me back, fuck it. But they liked it and they invited me back, dude.
I thought you meant when you were dancing on stage.
Yeah,
Like,
when
that
I was dancing on stage at Cumbia, that was in.
That was in San Antonio.
Oh yeah, that was at an all Hispanic dance hall.
we
in
were
San-
the
Really?
only two honkies in there.
literally.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was part of that little. We went to Lubbock with GCD, played Blue Light Live, and then the next day
I
I
still
had.
want to go to that bar so bad.
Oh,
It's a cool little venue. It's very small, but it's cool.
Yeah.
There's so many good,
Yeah.
so many good artists play
yeah.
there.
Get rest. It gets
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Except
I've heard.
there's a
heard good
motherfucker.
things.
Wild, yeah.
Be on the lookout. There's a motherfucker that will spit in your drink. So be on the lookout.
Oh
I
yes,
hope
Dom
they.
got his drink spit in.
Really?
He also
He was
the
a-
like
he was-
gave me the up down. He
He was clearly homosexual
He
and
was.
he wanted to fuck me. Like,
but he
He's
literally was
trying,
like
like-
mad at me.
Yeah, he's like mad at her, and then he's like powered.
Because you took his man.
Yeah, that's fine.
And that's what he spit in my drink, like trying to be like the alpha male.
He took a drink and like had ice, and he goes and like spit the ice back in there. And was like, "Here you go." And it was
like,
actually a drink that I bought for Jason Moses.
I was like,
he
"Motherfucker,
left
you're lucky
it.
I stole this."
What the?
Yeah, and Dalton was like, "I'm gonna take that." I was like, "I bought that for Jason." He was like, "I'm gonna take it." I was like, "Okay, cool, whatever." Jason don't
But
eat it.
we went the day after that. I was playing at San Antonio with Chase and I at a. He said it was a dance hall, and I was like, "I love dance hall."
It was.
Get there, and it's in South San Antonio. Like, have you ever been to South San Antonio?
Yeah.
It's like real. It's the all Hispanic neighborhood. And we get there, I'm like, oh, this is cool. And then, like, the show's about to start, and it's packed in. And I looked around, I'm like, hey, we're the only white people here.
I didn't even notice it until like after.
Yeah, but I didn't give a fuck.
It was during the World Series too, so we were all like watching the.
I knew
Yeah.
I knew I was in the real shit because I went outside to smoke a cigarette, and I came back in. And the manager and the bouncer were out there, and I had my this cap, or I had another cap backwards like this. I'm white. This is white motherfuckers wear their hat backwards. He's like, hey man, can you turn your cap back? And at first I was like,
even Nate did though. Like Nate would wear his hat backwards at some shows.
well, you can, but
the lead singer.
But I walked in and I thought he said it like there's a dress code, and I'm like, and I got mad at first. I was like, motherfucker, this place is not that nice. And I was kind of like, it's like really. And then he said, yeah, man, there's a lot of gang activity.
You can't
And
wear
in
it.
the Hispanic community, backwards hat is gang affiliated, and he told me that, and I was like, oh. But he said you can wear it.
You were like, let me not be a crip today.
Yeah, let me be a good
He was like, you can wear it backwards on stage because you're performing, but when you're walking around, and I was like, I'll give a fuck. I'm not trying to get shot. But it was that real shit. Like I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
like-
very much like.
yeah. I was
Hey,
like,
man.
I didn't know. I'm a white dude. Like I don't know your hood like that. And
And it was actually just.
I'm not
like,
from around
San
here,
Antonio.
yeah.
not at all.
Yeah.
Clearly, I'm not.
Yeah.
And then we do a lot of country. Chase and I, we do like Jason Aldean, Cody Johnson. We did all country set, and it went all right. And then we took a break, and the DJ, there's a DJ in between the break. DJ starts playing cumbia. Everyone goes on the fucking dance, like straight.
Like everybody got up.
Yeah. So then fucking Anthony walks up to me and he's like, hey man, and we looked at the dance floor and he's like, hey, you know any cumbia? And they're Mexican. They grew up.
Yeah.
They're part of the culture. He's like, you know any cumbia? I was like, does it look like I fucking know? And he's like, all right, well, we got to back and track and just play C and G. And I was like, I could fucking do that. And that was what I did,
just,
bro.
Just stay in rhythm,
Yeah.
bet.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
no. And he didn't know. I didn't tell him. I love Tejano music, especially with accordion. I mean, I do play with fucking Roger Krager's nephew. And if you know Roger,
Yeah.
he's big on fucking Tejano. And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. And the most fun I had with Chase and I is when we do cumbia music. I love
yeah,
it, bro.
dude.
It's
It was fun.
I love Hispanic culture. If like probably 50% of my fan base is South American, Mexican, and South American. I don't know why. It's one of those weird things, bro. I vibe with Hispanic people, like, and I love it. I love
he
their
thought
food.
I was Latino when he.
That's
fucking-
why, yeah.
He literally was like,
that's
I thought,
why
he was
I
like,
fuck
wait,
with-
you're not Mexican. I was like,
Yeah, the second day
I'm
I was
white.
like,
Really?
she
Yeah.
was like,
That's
she was
hilarious.
because she was tan as fuck.
I was
dude.
like, it was during the summer. I was like super tan,
and I was like, oh, this tall,
like
fuck is-
Monterey type, like blondish brown
Yeah, like
hair,
this
blue
This
eyes.
tall tan
Like-
blonde.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
like Colombian. She looked like poor, and I was like, dude, this fucking tall, like.
So now it's like a joke.
Puerto
Like,
Rican
I'm
girl.
Latina.
And I was like, oh, you're from Devers.
Yeah.
And I still fuck.
I'm just from
You're
Denver.
But-
like, I guess.
but no,
Yeah.
I'm already here, so I guess.
If,
Yeah.
if you want me to be a Latino, I'm Latino.
I fuck with the culture like
I
that,
turn
bro.
tortillas on the gas stove with my bare hands.
And
so.
they real talk. They love a token white guy, and I'll play
Oh,
that.
100%.
I'll play that part. I loved it. Like that night at the dance hall. It's like, oh, the token white guy's here. I love to play that part, bro.
And then
I'm about it.
they
I
were
love
like
cumbia.
introducing
I love
the
Tejano
band.
music.
They were like introducing the band. He was soloing, and then he went not straight into, but like he ended up going into like Master of Puppets, and everybody went
Oh,
crazy.
well, that's
Oh,
why.
really?
Well, that's probably why I fuck with the South American community, because you look at all the metal bands, their biggest shows are in South America, And
Huge shows, bro. They love rock
they do.
music, bro.
And at that venue, because I was like on the mic just ad-libbing. I was like, say what's up if you love country music. Woo. Say what's up if you love cumbia music. Woo. And I was like, say, because somebody in the crowd during the break told me.
Master of Puppets, full blast.
I was like, who here loves heavy metal? Whole fucking crowd went wild, and I was like, okay. And then I went into Master of Puppets.
You know what's crazy is that there's so Kane and Bryce, right? I've done a couple podcasts with him, been to a bunch of his shows. He puts on a rock show, but a lot of his music, when you stream it, is country music, right? So in the almost the very beginning of his set, he'll let them know, like he'll start playing what's that song you guys cover? Hurricane?
Yeah.
He'll start playing Hurricane with House of the Rising Sun, like blended together, right?
Ooh, that's cool.
Yeah, he does they do a badass job at it. But he'll do that, right? But before he's done with the song, right, in the little right after the guitar solo, he'll be like, "Hey, let me know if you came here for a fucking rock show," and he'll just fucking to let his fans know early on in the show, this is not a country show. This is a fucking rock show, dude. Like,
that's awesome.
and you gotta say, you gotta let them know, like,
this is what you're in for.
So many dudes with cowboy hats will show up, and then let them know, hey, you're here for a rock show.
You're not going to two-step with your old lady.
That's something you, as our band, they know now. You can teach.
Oh,
they know now,
dude,
especially with me. Like, there'd be times to be like, "Who here loves rock music?" and they don't know me, and I'm like,
"Dude,
the fucking amp turns up."
I told you that the first time you were on the podcast with us, but I told you, dude, you have the best solo that I've ever heard for that song for Hurricane.
Oh yeah,
it is
it's
so
my,
sick,
yeah, it's
dude.
my most.
I actually listened to it today at work. Like, I just randomly turn it on. It's like,
no, it is my best.
Really good solo, dude. Like
it's the one I show people, and I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
You have no idea how many bands, dude, in this area.
So everybody covers that.
Everybody covers that song. I've heard that song live so many times.
Well, bro,
I still say you have the
best. You know what's funny is I remember before. Thank you very much. Before our single came out, I played with other artists, and they would always play the band Heathens, and it was like, when I played it before our single came out, there was never that big 16-bar space where my solo goes. It was always more of like a. And it's funny, I'll play it with any artist I play it with, Hurricane, they automatically, in the middle, they give me that bridge.
Give you that
and
space,
But that's how I know is a good, because it's like.
It's a sick-ass solo.
Yeah, dude. You know you want this solo, like.
And when I hear other artists play it, like when we go to watch people, I like wait for it, and then it just goes straight into like the next verse, and I'm like, there's supposed to be a solo there. I'm like, oh shit, never mind.
They won't do it to me.
There was supposed to be a 4-minute solo here.
You're supposed to melt my face right now.
Yeah, but no,
Well, that's what every artist would do before the single. It was turning a blues jam. And dude, I'll never, for the rest of my life, I'll remember the mentality I had, my mindset when I did that solo. And as an artist,
when you melted your eardrums off,
it was just, bro.
Yeah, he told me that story.
Mm-hmm.
But even writing the solo, you got to get in.
I had him hooked on. So my favorite guitarist is Richie Sambora.
Oh yeah, that was it, dude.
The guitarist for Bon Jovi. I love Richie Sambora. And
we listened to Wanted Dead or Alive.
So we were like, I was like telling.
That's
it's like he had a lot of Richie influence for that song.
That whole song is.
I see it.
Yeah, no, you see it because you listen to Wanted Dead or Alive, and it's a lot like Hurricane. It's his anthem, and then he has perfect space, and then I do have to thank Cindy because for that the track was recorded and it just had space. Like the single that's unreleased that I showed you, I recorded it first day as the track. But Hurricane, the track was finalized and there was just that 16 bars.
And he had to like come up with the solo. Like he was like, I got to do something.
And I had been in the studio a couple times and I was like, I can't just wing this. Like,
I have so many. I hate to interrupt you. I'm sorry, but I have so many videos before the single was like finalized of them playing it before they ever recorded it. And I want to go through and make a video because I have every recording of Hurricane and like Purple Rain too, but mostly Hurricane of him it's like you can see how the solo progressed over time.
How it turned into
It's
what it
just
was.
weird.
So cool.
And
That's
then
awesome.
you can-
I need to hear that. You need
No.
to show me that.
I'm gonna make a
I'm gonna
video,
put a
like put it
video.
all
You need to
together.
show me
Because then
That's
if
awesome.
you listen to the gig I played like a week
You
before,
can read into his mind a little
Yeah.
bit.
no, you can, because the gig I played at the Whiskey Bar like a week before I recorded the solo, played Hurricane, and it's like,
Almost there,
'Cause-
but it's not like, yes, it's like, oh, that
It's-
was pretty good.
yeah,
Like,
So
it's like
cool.
almost
it's like,
there.
I
And
need
then
something else. Like,
finally the day we recorded, I went in the studio. I woke up that morning because I used to just play the track with no solo every day. I would just like, I gotta write it. And then finally that morning, literally I was going to the studio at 5 p.m. I woke up at like 10 and I was just playing the track, and then I finally hit that motherfucker. I guess from playing it live, I hit all the parts, and I was like, I remember sitting in my room alone just going, finally. Fuck yeah.
You told me that you
didn't even play it anymore. I turned the motherfucker off. I was like,
that's it. Like,
and
I got it.
I went into the studio that afternoon, a
You
couple
told me
hours
it,
later.
it took you one take, right?
Yeah, I was, and they were like, "So what are we gonna do?" I was like, "No, I'm gonna record this.
Let
Turn
me
this
lay it down right
because
now.
I brought my amp.
While it's fresh.
Because that's the weird
Yeah.
thing about guitar players. You got to include the gear because it's not only the part; it's the sound.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what amp am I gonna use and what am I gonna play? And then finally I had it. I was like, I'm gonna play my motherfucking half stack. And I got the part.
And
Loaded
the
that bitch. That half stack weighs 200 pounds. Loaded in the
You
truck.
good with that one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, $500 guitar.
I like begged him to buy a V. I was like, you have to have.
It's a
V.
shitty guitar, bro. And I was like,
And that's his newest one.
I just did that one. That,
It's
But
sharp.
I
It's
begged
sexy.
him to get a V. He was like, that's not GCD's vibe. I was like, I know, but that's like one of my favorite guitars. That and the Explorer. But he was like, and he like came home one day. He was like, I bought the V. I was like, oh, sick. And now it's like the iconic guitar like that he played Hurricane.
What
on.
was it? What was your first guitar?
it was my first ever guitar was an acoustic guitar that my dad gave me. My first guitar as a guitar player was a BC Rich. It was a black BC Rich.
Mockingbird?
A bitch.
Fuck. I had the BC Rich Mockingbird. That was my first guitar.
I always
my
wanted
first
one.
guitar. Well, again, my first guitar technically was my brother's acoustic.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, the bitch is a Mockingbird with points.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I had a BC Rich Mockingbird. I bought it with the coffin case.
Yeah.
Cost me $80, dude. I bought it off of Craigslist, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude. It was a BC Rich Mockingbird.
That's awesome.
And I was like, and I remember the reason I bought it, dude. It was my favorite guitarist of all time is Darren Malachine from System of a Down.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god. the
One of
way he
mine
hits-
too. That's why I got.
Yeah. So I fell in love with him because my cousin, he used to play. He was a lot older than us, so we called him our uncle.
Uncle, yeah.
Yeah, you know how families do.
Yeah.
You know, but he was he we used to go paintballing all the time, and I remember he used to have this old '88 Oldsmobile, a green Oldsmobile, and yeah, and he used to, and we used to go paintballing, and I was in the back seat, and I remember he blasted
Great.
System of a Down. He blasted "Lonely Day" by System of a Down, and he grabbed
Such
his,
a good song.
yeah,
dude.
and he grabbed
Oh.
he grabbed his seatbelt and just started shredding on his seatbelt, and I was listening to the song plus him. He was my role model, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just like, this is amazing.
What a cool memory to like.
It's
Like,
amazing, dude.
embedded in
Oh,
your
I
head.
love that song
I
to
love,
this day.
I love, yeah, Lonely Day.
He's actually, as of a couple years ago today, he passed away actually in December.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
Your uncle?
but oh yeah,
Or cousin, yeah.
my cousin uncle, yeah, but oh he
Rest
was.
in peace,
But what was
man.
cool is that I love that dude because what was cool is that in my younger years I saw him as my uncle, and then as I got older I saw him as my cousin.
Yeah, like more equal.
Yeah, and then we became friends, so I saw him as a friend, and then towards the last few months of his life, I saw him as my brother. So it was like, you know, like, and he was my role model for so long. So
Yeah.
he was such a good dude, bro. But yeah,
Mockingbird
but
is
but he
sick.
was one of the dudes that influenced me to love music so much because I just watching him shred on his
On his
seatbelt.
seatbelt. That's so
Yeah.
That's
cool.
that passion
awesome.
is. That's why I
Yeah.
give it to the kiddos now, dude. That passion is transferable.
Dude, when you give a kid a pick, when you
Oh yeah.
dude, that stuff,
My
it's
friend's
embedded
son-
to them, dude.
The one that sang on the podcast the other day, he Shelby sent me a picture. Like she sends me one like at least every other day of Case. His name's Case. Like he has a drumstick from Nathan. He has a pick from Dalton. Like
Yeah, I give him.
he has a shirt. He has an Earl Shred shirt. Like he like every day he's like, can I invite Dalton to my birthday? Can you send Dalton this
I love
picture?
the
Like,
kids.
and he's like playing the drums,
Kids
pretending
love
to play the
that. Kids
guitar.
love that.
Kids love lead guitar players. I love it.
Yeah.
They do. They just love like the
And he loves like
kids are
rock
so like
music.
superficial, you know. So it'll be like
Yeah.
the lead guitar player. They just love it. It's so easy.
Yeah.
I love System of a Down, dude. Did you see the Rick Rubin interview where he's talking about Chop Suey? How he came up with that
Yes,
line?
bro.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, I did.
He pulled the book off or whatever.
Serge Malikan or Serge
Serge
Tankian.
Tankian.
Yeah.
Serge Tankian. He was having trouble with the song, and he said he went to Rick Rubin, the guru, because that's what that man is, man.
He is.
Yeah.
I focus that energy when I write.
Dude, for sure. Dude.
Because
But he just said he was like going to the library, pick a book off the shelf and open it, and coincidentally it was the fucking Bible, and he opened it to that where it says, "Father, why have you forsaken me?"
yeah.
And I was like, and even Rick Rubin said though he was like that song was so out there that he didn't think it was gonna do what it did.
Yeah.
But goddamn, like
I know.
But
it's
Chop
insane.
Suey is so good
Real-
to this day.
I know. I still jam.
Absolutely.
Brian
And-
said, when I go see Dalton, I'm getting his underwear.
Absolutely,
But
bro.
joke's
Oh,
on
yeah.
you, he doesn't wear
But
underwear.
I pulled the
You
soul.
need to use condom, dude. Yeah.
I don't use them
joke's on
anymore,
you, he
bro.
doesn't use
It's been a while, dude. I can't. Yeah, I locked her in real quick just because I was like, I ain't doing this shit anymore.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, I know.
I feel
right?
that same.
It's- So I can't be
Shit
single.
sucks, dude. Yeah. Oh, I
Yeah,
can't
it's
go back to
unnatural.
that. I can't go back to
Feels
that.
like I'm a lab rat or some shit.
Yeah, I hope me and my girl never break up just so I don't have to go back to that. It's-
Yeah, or you just have some random kids. I'll just have some random kids at this point. If you leave me, honey, I'm just gonna.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
I'll pick up a few diseases here and
Oh,
there. It's,
yeah,
all
Yeah,
right.
it's not a big deal.
Life's
It's
short,
okay.
just have a good time.
Yeah, I can change my name.
It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. You pull shit out of the air, bro. Everything good I've ever written, everything good I've ever written has either been pulled from the ether or told to me to play it. And shout out Will. Fucking Will was sick. He was supposed to my producer was supposed to come on a fucking podcast Monday, but he's sick. But whatever.
Damn. He's got the Ronas.
It's going
Everyone's
back
got a
around.
fucking runner right now.
People at work today tested
I
positive.
think I had it last week, but I'm.
You know what it is? What I think it is that they have the flu, but it's the coronavirus is just
It's-
like the flu
it's
now.
an influenza.
Look,
It's a coronavirus.
everybody that was gonna die from it, or most people that was gonna die from it, have died from it.
Yeah.
You know, nowadays it's just all the young people are immune to it, kids are immune to it. You know, like so.
Well,
Yeah,
as
herd
someone,
immunity.
here's an observation I made about it, and as somebody who was
This is what gets you banned.
as an introvert. No, it ain't. As an introvert who did not go out very much for a long time in his life, the only people I see getting sick now are the people I know don't get out much.
Have you seen what's happening in China
And-
right now?
Yes,
exactly.
That's just wild.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
exactly. Because they locked him in,
They've been
and
locked
I'm really
up for
like,
so long.
That was crazy when I found out they're still locked up.
Yeah.
And you know the only reason they found out is because of the World Cup. Like they started streaming the World Cup in China, and people were watching it, and they were like, "Wait,
Y'all
why
are outside.
why are we holding these events? Why are all those people there without a mask? Why?" And they realized they were the only ones.
Yeah.
They were like, "We're the only ones that are still doing this shit."
That's
I
Because
saw-
China controls all of their media, like everything.
I
It's
saw that.
crazy.
And then people start going outside and like going against what they were being told,
the
but
same
now
sh-
they're back in because everybody's sick.
The same shit happened here, dude. I'll never forget playing fall 2020 because I never stopped playing. Never forget a motherfucker from Washington. He was visiting his family in Tuskegee, and we were playing at LHB. This motherfucker came up to me and was almost crying, gave me a hug, and I was like, "Hey, man." He's like, "Dude, I'm from Washington. You're the first show I've seen in a year." And I was like, "Really?"
Dude, I miss live music so much.
Yeah, and I was like, "Real talk, bro?" And he's like, "Yeah, bro. We can't even gather where he was at in Washington.
Curfews.
There was curfews and shit, like limited capacity."
Fuck that.
And I was like, "Bro, are you serious?" But that made me realize, like, holy shit, these motherfuckers. We were lucky here. I was like, these motherfuckers haven't been in their house in a year.
They haven't got out at all.
No.
California, New York.
Yeah. But can you imagine, like, China is still like that, and now they're going out.
Yeah,
but
they're
now
the
everybody
extreme.
is getting
It's
sick.
It's been like 2 years.
Yeah, but now they're all getting sick because they've been inside. They haven't been exposed to anything, so now they're going outside and they're all sick. Like, it's horrible.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I go to these bars all the time. I got degenerate motherfuckers like coughing in my mouth.
Yeah,
and I'm like, bro, I feel
Build
like
that fucking immunity.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I was talking to Cole Barnhill. We were talking. I was telling him how if I leave a cup of water out, I can't drink anymore if it's been sitting for a while because dust settles on it.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah,
I saw that shit.
Yeah,
bro.
and he was like, bro, like you got to build your immunity. Like if I don't go out and get Ebola, you know, like he's like, dude, I'm not
Same,
gonna.
though.
I was like, yeah, you got to go out there and
But
build
I don't
your
want no
immune
dusty
system.
water.
Yeah,
No,
Like-
yeah, that's weird.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that's just OCD.
No, that's just
I don't know. I feel like because you know what most dust is just skin.
skin. It's dead skin.
Oh yeah.
It's dead
I don't
skin.
want to think about it though. I know.
I
Their
do,
hair,
and
yeah.
and you have no choice because if I was drinking it through a straw, then maybe I would.
Yeah,
But
like I drink out of that like all day.
Yeah, but who drinks out of a regular glass with a straw,
Bro.
That's, you know.
Yeah.
So you have to put your lips on the dead skin and like you gotta drink it.
Yeah.
When I get
You know?
hair in my food, I'm so
I'm done.
I'm so conflicted though because I'm like
No,
I'm just gonna say it's mine.
No,
It's okay.
I don't know
I
if it's
cannot.
Tell yourself it's yours.
Yeah,
I try.
exactly. That's
I
what I'm.
try.
Keep doing. I do that all the time.
Yeah, I'm like,
I do that all the time. And
I
and
can't.
you know what makes me even more okay with it is that thank God I have a beard. Is when I drop crumbs on my beard, purposely I'll grab it and I'll eat it.
So you kind of get
Purposely
that.
because I'm more okay with hair in my food.
If you
Also,
you
if my mustache gets really
Then
long,
dust.
if my mustache gets really long, I'll bend it over and I'll chew it off.
I
you
know
know,
a lot
I'll
of
do
people
that,
like
yeah.
You know,
yeah.
it's like
I'll do that.
You know, but it makes me more okay with hair on my food because I'm like, it's not that gross. It's not, but it's just me thinking that it's not that gross.
Yeah.
I know it is.
It is, but yeah, I
Right.
understand.
Oh,
but it's a mentality
absolutely.
thing.
Yeah, you just have
Everything is.
But my hair, my hair's everywhere. Like my hair falls out. I have tons of hair. It's always in everything.
Yeah, it's Sydney's
like it's
hair.
in Dalton's butt crack. It's everywhere.
Yeah, she eating my ass.
Anyway, so I know like hair. Like I know that hair is everywhere. But like if I'm eating, even like my mom made something one time. And she gave me like a plate to take home, and I started eating it. And I knew she had went and bought the ingredients and made it herself. And there was a hair, and I still was just like, that's a one thing that like if I'm in a restaurant, I have to literally like
You're like,
move
no.
it and like it never happened. It never happened. It's
Fucking
not there.
nasty, dude.
Like,
I'm
I got
a-
a sandwich one time from McAllister's. It's like my favorite place to eat. I ordered it DoorDash and I was eating it and I just remember like taking the bite and now like I can't order that sandwich anymore.
I'm just a nasty
like-
motherfucker. I'm just.
Yeah. Oh no.
That's
Fuck, dude.
When I see it, I'm like, I'm nastier as fuck. Whatever.
I know. Like I do some nasty
Even
shit too.
somebody, I think it was Megan there. She's like, you must have a really strong immune system because I'll be out there.
He'll pick up random beer bottles and cans.
I used to
Yeah.
drink out of the water hose. I think I'm
Oh
good.
yeah.
The same,
I
dude.
think I'm good, bro.
I'll drink
It's the
out
best
of,
water too.
I'll
Yeah.
put my cigarette ashes in a beer and I'll
And
just
drink it.
And if I'm real drunk, I'll drink the whole thing and then when I
It's
take
like,
the last swig, I get the chunk and I'm like, there
Like
was
if you would
this-
put them in a
I'm
line.
like, there was a cigarette butt in this motherfucker.
Dude,
Ugh.
years ago, I was at a bar and me and my buddy were trying to compete for this one girl. She was not good looking at all, but we were drunk enough to where she was.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's a bad night.
we were trying to compete for her, and you know how like at some bars, right where the dance floor is, they have like the little
bar on the outside.
yeah, like and you can
Put your
everybody
drinks there.
everybody has their drinks there and
Yeah.
bar stools or whatever. Well, there was a bunch of beer bottles lined up, and she grabbed one and took a huge swig out of it and put it down,
It's a dip.
and it was a spitter.
Spit.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god, dude!
Into my life.
I was
Ugh.
like, oh, she took a huge swig, and I was
That's
like,
I
yeah.
can't do. Hayden Woolen's bitch ass left his whole spit cup right there.
You know what? You know what's crazy though about that night is that I ended up winning the little bet that we had, the little competition.
About the girl?
Yeah, so I went home
Hell
with
yeah.
that.
You deserve it.
I went home with that dip spit girl. fucking.
Yeah, he,
Ew,
he
you
kissed
got the
her.
lipstick.
Oh, 100% I did. 100%.
He kissed her and said,
Crazy.
"Do you dip?" No, it was just
man,
from
it was-
earlier.
yeah.
Is that the wintergreen long cut,
Hey
baby?
man, hey,
I smell
hey,
that.
bro. Shit happens. You know, what?
It was so.
Now
Don't hate
she's
on a
my
longhorn.
shit happens. Now she's my
No.
podcast host.
I don't dip.
Oh,
I wish you would.
All right.
that shit was wild.
Cool. I used to get those shredded beef jerky and like remember when you were little, you
Yeah.
could get the little like tobacco can of beef jerky. And we'd put it right here and be like,
I used to get the gum
yeah.
that was in the little bags that looked like.
The big league chew.
Yeah, big league chew.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
just like
Middle school.
I had a
huge. Yeah.
I had a hand that would dip cigarettes.
really.
We saw him at the gas station
Oh,
one day.
bro, yeah. He was my hand on my crew when I worked construction. Oh, I only saw him do it once because he was like, "Hey man, let me bum a cigarette." I was like, "Whatever." Grabbed the cigarette, ripped the filter off, tore the white paper off, and then put the fucking tobacco from this.
Really?
And I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm sitting there. I'm like,
That's not how you light one.
"Yeah."
Yeah.
That's
He,
not how you light it.
he was
Do you
like,
want my Zippo?
he was like, "That's what he
I
was."
can light it.
He was like, "What, man? I wanted to dip." And I was like, "You asked for a fucking cigarette." And I straight up told him, I was like, "Peanut, you ever fucking ask me for a cigarette and you fucking do that again, I'm
You eat
gonna
it?
whoop
That's
your..."
fucking nuts.
Yeah, and then every time then he'd ask me for a cigarette. I'm like, "If you don't fucking smoke, I'm gonna whoop your ass." He's like 4'5".
I feel like
I was like, "You
that's,
better
that's
fucking smoke."
grown man shit.
And
though.
then
Like, I
5
respect
years.
it.
This was years ago. 5 years later, we're at a gas station in Anahuac getting gas, and you know what I mean. And motherfucker, I see this short homeless dude going car to car, got any money? Walks up to me, walks up in the window, and he goes, "Hey," he's got no teeth at this point. "Hey man, you got any money?" And I look at him and I said, "Do you remember me?"
He's like, fucking
And he was-
peanut.
And he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Do you remember me?" And he goes, and it was weird. And it was weird because he was clearly homeless on meth. And I was like,
That's crazy.
it's sad. I was like, bro,
Yeah.
And then Dalton's like, all right, we gotta
this type of
go.
motherfucker that would dip a cigarette, you know? It's just like,
I respect it. I mean,
Those are the signs. Those are the red flags. So
Yeah.
like,
yeah, that's
you're
why.
going down the wrong path,
Yeah.
buddy.
That's
you
why
just
you
eat
gotta-
a cigarette. Like,
Yeah,
we're gonna.
You're
He would come, he came to, the funniest story, actually, I'll tell you this only about him. He comes to fucking work, has a black eye. He's on my crew. He rode with me. He was like my helper. He's a 50-year-old man. I'm 26. Just because of how stupid he is. Comes to work with a black eye, and I'm like, "Peanut, why do you have a fucking black eye? Like, it doesn't look good when I'm at the plant. I'm working around my helper as a fucking black eye." He's like, "Man, went and, my old lady got pissed off at me." I'm like, "Why'd your old lady get pissed off at you?" He's like, "Well, I went to Renter Center. Me and my old lady went to Renter Center last night, and I got one of them 75-inch 4K TVs." And I was like, "Okay." And we put it in the truck, and he said he was driving with his old lady. She's in the passenger seat, and she starts wondering, like, "Hey, Peanut, we're not going home? Like, where are we going?" He tells her, "I'm going to the pawn shop." She's like, "Why are you going to the pawn shop?" So, "I'm going to pawn this fucking TV that he just got on Rent a Center."
Really?
Yeah. He's like, "I'm going to pawn this TV for beer money." And she said, "Why are you going to pawn the TV? It's still in the box. I haven't even got to watch it." She said, "Well, you watch it when they turn it on and make sure it works." And she punched his ass right in the, cold cocked the motherfucker right in the face and told him to take him home. I don't know what.
What the fuck?
And I was
dude?
like,
Another red flag.
That's a
Yeah.
huge red flag. I
Yeah.
mean, how out of it do you have to be like,
Yeah.
this?
He used to
brand new
pawn my
TV,
tools.
I'm
Desperate for money because I have a.
Yeah,
no,
that's
he used,
A guy that used to do-
he
crazy.
used
I
to
know a guy used to
pawn
do that.
the company's tools, which
Yep.
were, he was on my crew. I used to go to a Subway, like 5 minutes away from the plant we worked at, go to a Subway. And when I went to that Subway, I had to go in a pawn shop that was right next to it. It was in a fucking thing to see if Wolfenson tools. Go in there, and I'd always see a fucking Hilti hammer, fucking power drill. And I'd go in there and be like, "That's, yep." Because it had, we spray painted
painted the bottom.
stencil.
That's mine.
And I'd go back and I'd say, "Peanut, you're going to," and I'd say, because every Thursday we got paid, I said, "If you don't fucking go get that fucking power drill at the motherfucking pawn shop on Thursday, because I'm going to go to the fucking pawn shop on Friday." I said, if that pawn shop's not out of the fucking pond, your ass, I'm going to whoop your ass in the parking lot. Real talk. No business. I'm going to beat your ass because they're going to fucking get mad and I need this money. And that's what he would do. He'd pawn it and he'd go get money.
That's fucking nuts, dude.
I know a lot of people like that. Corey had a hand that would come and stay, like, and work at his house. And he would steal, like, he would spray paint, like, his personal stuff. He owned a store. And he also, like, had his own stuff. And he would, like, chainsaws would go missing and hammers and stuff. And we would be like, oh, it's so-and-so. And you would know because he would be good. And then when stuff would start going missing, he'd come back and he'd be out of it. So he got some good shit. Like, it was.
Yeah, he would get on that shit. It was a cruel
cycle. Yeah. But we saw it happen all the time. It was so weird.
Ain't my problem. Fuck him.
That's nuts.
I just told him. I didn't even care about any of that. I was just like, if I get yelled at because of this, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Real talk. And that motherfucker always would. Thursday afternoon, he'd leave the fucking parking lot and he'd go to the fucking pawn shop and get his drill out.
His drill back.
Yeah, it's fucking trash motherfuckers, bro.
They need money right then. Like,
I need it now.
Yeah.
It's
my money and I need it now.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's short-term little loans.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's just white trash motherfucker. Man, he's probably dead now. You saw him at the gas station, like I said. But, there's people like us, people like them. Fucking dog eat. What did you say earlier?
Dog eat dog.
Dog eat dog world, bro. And I ain't got enough time to feel bad for him.
Yeah, it's a cruel world, bro. It's like, look, we all make our own choices.
Absolutely, bro.
Nobody feels bad for me.
Fuck no.
Nobody feels bad for me. Nobody feels bad for you. Like, it's like, hey, look, you know what you're doing? You do. If you don't, shit, figure it out.
And I'm the one that feels bad.
That'll hold you back. If you feel that way, if you're in music, you're done.
Yeah.
You are done. If you're in the music industry,
this is a fucking tough ass business.
It's
dude.
the toughest. I work construction.
So did I. Did I.
So like,
I did bricklaying.
So for us to say this is tougher than that, not physically, but
mentally. Fuck, this is a fucking strain. You have to, dude. And I'll tell you this:
you got to be ready.
Not only was I in construction, I was in the fucking military.
Oh yeah, you're a veteran, bro.
I
didn't know that.
Yeah, I was in the Marine Corps.
Oh,
right,
wow.
and to tell you
that,
I know fucking when shit is mentally, physically, and fucking mentally, and the music business is one of those things where it's like if you're not ready for it, fucking it'll eat you alive.
Yeah, not that it's bad. It's just like you gotta be strong.
But you have to be strong because fuck, there's so many people that go off the wall just because they weren't ready for it or they didn't know what to there's a lot and there's so many people and. It's cool because sometimes you see it and you're like and you realize how much help you can give artists or how much help artists need and stuff like that. But there's some people that don't realize it and they want to do it on their own and they want to. And there's so much things, bro. It's a fucking dog eat dog business.
Yeah,
it's just like you have to people are gonna talk shit. People are gonna criticize you, and it's like. It's not even like more than anything else. It's just like I feel like there's people just are so it's their art, and that's what it is. It's like he can talk shit about my art, like you motherfucker put his heart and soul in a song, and then somebody says I don't like it. I do that, but they get mad at me for talking shit. I'm like,
but it's my.
I'm not saying you suck. You asked me. My opinion on your song.
It's just not my vibe.
Yeah. It's not my vibe, and that's like it's not even like a hard business. It's just like you got to be like I understand you put your heart and soul in this. Not everybody's gonna like it.
Just like earlier, like I was showing you a band, and you were like, "I fuck with this band," and I told you I was like, "I like this band even more."
Exactly.
And you were like, "Actually, I like the band before, even though I like the other band more."
Yeah.
It's just different tastes.
Yeah. It's
not everybody's gonna fuck with it.
It's just so personal. It can get to your head, but that's what would kill you. Like, dude, what is the name of that fucking band? The Bayou.
Blacktop Mojo.
Dude. This band is
You're gonna like that band a lot. Yeah, they're really good.
This band's pretty fun. He showed me this band. Blacktop Mojo, I'm gonna come fucking see y'all live.
What is it similar to?
This motherfucker started off and said, "Do you gotta hear their cover of Dream On?"
oh, I heard y'all playing it outside because
Yeah.
the TV stopped, the sound went
Yeah.
off.
No, they're
And
pretty
I was like,
fucking goated up.
is that Aerosmith? And I was like,
No.
that's
We gotta
not,
say-
but
he
it
said that-
sounded pretty
that-
decent.
It
No,
was-
he said they're from Beaumont too.
I think they're from Beaumont. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But
The name sounds familiar.
but they're not from too far away. But these guys are badass. Somewhere in East Texas.
Oh, okay.
But these guys are badass.
Dude, they
dude.
are.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
Yeah.
I fuck with them.
Yeah. I showed them I think like 2, maybe 3 songs. But yeah, Dream On. They hit it right on the nose.
Yeah,
I
that's
really-
a hard song to cover.
I really want to go see them. If they're fucking with that, he said they're great live. If they're fucking like that live, I'm gonna get.
Oh yeah,
And the other band was great. That was a great point, man. Like that's
you're allowed to have differing.
like you're not.
opinions.
Nobody's feelings are hurt. Like
Yeah, exactly.
music, it's
That's
some-
why I
some-
like to do that to Mason. He gets so mad at
Yeah,
me.
I like to
sometimes
do
I
it.
won't like what you do, because I like other things better, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. There's so many. I draw. I used to paint. Like, I consider myself an artist.
Yeah.
And there's some paintings that I see that other people,
That don't appeal
friends
to
do it,
you.
and I'm like, that shit looks like ass to me.
Yeah.
But then there's other paintings that I'm like, it's badass,
Yeah.
and people that are my friends will like
The opposite.
exact opposite.
Yep.
They'll think that the ones I like are trash.
Yeah.
It's art is
and
It's
that's
subjective
it's
to
exactly.
and that's where I think that mentality I was saying, like, hey, stop worrying about like selling arenas, like just
and you know
because
what?
it's like
Yeah.
you know what I don't think I could sell but I can find 500 motherfuckers that vibe with me. You know what I mean?
You know what it is though? What's crazy about nowadays though is that there's not that one collective band that everybody listens to.
Mm-hmm.
There's
No,
new
they're
band
never.
like
There's never going to be that.
yeah,
that's
because
gone.
and I blame streaming. It's
Yes.
it's so
Absolutely.
quick to get somebody else.
It's
that
never going to happen again.
Back then, it was like there was this one band that everybody
Yeah.
followed.
Just-
And like one song
know,
that everybody
like,
knew.
Yeah, like everyone, and now it's
yeah,
like
that died with the
and
Beatles.
it's so easy to be like, okay, yeah, this one's good, but this one, and everybody has their more personal taste, and it's everybody has their more personal
It'll-
taste, which is
it'll
why
let-
touring bands are going to be bigger than the major label bands.
Yeah.
So many people that listen to rappers nowadays, and rappers still have that structure in their music label system, where it's like, you want to listen to the newest artists and stuff like that, but they'll try to get one artist and feed them for a long time.
Yep.
But how many people listen to the latest Lil Wayne album? Like,
Yeah.
not a lot. People are listening to the newer shit. They're digging deeper. They're digging
Yes.
to people from their hometown.
I think
They're,
they're
touring
realizing
artists
that
are-
though.
Yeah. No, and for sure they are. For sure they are. But I mean, it's a different world in the music business that we live in. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, it's like your chances of being mediocre are higher than ever.
Yeah.
But it was like back in the day, you had a chance to be the Beatles,
Yeah.
but it was just a low chance. Now, nobody's ever going to be the Beatles, but you do have a high chance of making a living.
Yeah.
And if you look at it like, if you can feed yourself on your art,
Ryan said
don't complain.
everyone likes Nickelback. They just won't admit it.
Facts.
No, they
Facts.
will now.
Facts.
And I am the
I've
first
al-
one to say I love
They
Nickelback.
will now.
I've always said this. That the people that, and I said this on the Holly Beth podcast, but the people that don't like Nickelback,
Are just
the people
in
that say that,
denial.
they're the same kinds of people that say that pineapple isn't good on pizza.
I love pineapple.
Absolutely.
Pineapple is delicious on pizza.
Absolutely.
You only say it's not because everyone else fucking
Yeah.
says it's
you
not.
just want to be the one
but
that
you
says
actually
no.
fucking love it. There's no
Yeah.
way you don't.
Yeah.
There's no
if
way
you were in
don't.
a room by yourself, you would eat that and you would listen to Nickelback while you did it.
Exactly. It's so good. It's like
It is.
But everybody's just so, they want to go with what everybody else wants.
Or the opposite.
yeah.
No,
but
I think it's
dude.
like contrary, and they want to just, you like it, I know.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, exactly.
People talk about.
I was the first one
that-
to listen to this. I was
Yeah.
that's so crazy.
That's the
I
hate.
discovered
The hate
that.
I've been getting. These motherfuckers comment. You're talking shit on this fucking shredder math rock dude. You play in a country band. Get that comment for the past 2 weeks, at least once a day. You play shitty country. I'm like, hey, bro, if I'm on the fucking boat and it's summer and I'm drinking a beer, I want to listen to fucking Luke Bryan. Like, this is what,
Yeah.
like,
that bro country, that Florida Georgia line shit.
Hey,
Yeah,
I, fuck
you
with
don't-
some, I saw
My
them in
guilty pleasures,
concert.
bro. It's my
Honestly,
guil-
That's
so did
what I'm
I.
saying. Yeah, there was
That's
some
like-
great
all the
vibes.
motherfuckers that say that they hate like bro country. I'm like, you don't have any friends. Like, Have you ever been on the boat at the sandbar? Couple cold ones deep and fucking Luke Bryan's playing? Like,
Yeah, what's that
Yeah,
song?
no
He sings?
doubt.
Country girl,
yeah,
shake it.
yeah, no doubt.
I'm not
I'm
gonna lie, dude. He has that one song, one margarita, two margarita.
Yeah.
Dude. And I'm not gonna lie, I've caught myself fucking like
Yeah, you kind of vibe.
Yeah,
with
dude.
it.
It's-
I'm not listening.
catchy.
I'm
It's
not
catchy.
listening to that shit in my truck. Like,
It's catchy.
getting deep.
It's not something I put on my Spotify at work to listen
it's
to.
not on my
like,
playlist,
it's not on my
but
playlist, yeah.
comes on.
Yeah, bro, you're
It's
like,
okay.
yeah, you're on the.
Okay. Stop feeling guilty for
well, if
what
I'm
the
at a-
fuck makes you
Yeah.
tap your fucking toes.
Yeah,
Stop
like,
feeling fucking
stop
guilty
hate-
for that shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But even I
have
feel.
to pee again, dude.
I know. We'll
I
end
have a
it.
tiny bladder.
No, we'll end it. What time are we at?
Oh,
Well,
we're
I got
way past
6 hours right now.
3 hours.
3 hours, dude.
God damn.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Good combo, dude. The whole time was good combo, too.
Yeah,
With
I
them
know.
short arms, that was
It
so
was
cute.
like, I know.
Hey,
It's like
I have,
such a
we are
stretch.
kids.
I
I
have
was like,
small hands, too. You know what my girl told me? We were talking about this girl that she knows that has insecurities. And she was like, what's your insecurity? Your small hands? And I was like,
I don't have small hands.
who says that, dude?
Oh my
yeah, I
God.
was like, oh, yeah.
Ryan said it's like riding a
All
scooter.
chicks
It's
say
fun
that.
to ride until your friends catch you. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
that's right.
You're fucking
dude.
barefoot on a dirt road.
I do want to shout out this one thing before we hop off is the Frisian sessions.
Oh, you want to shout it out? Yeah.
I want to shout it out
Yeah.
because we're starting. Which camera do I look at? I'm gonna look at this one.
Yeah, that's the clip
Um,
one. That's
yeah.
the clip camera.
There
Yeah.
we go. But 2023 we're starting the Frisian sessions with a couple artists, and it's some sessions.
Hey, say what Frisian mean. Do you know what Frisian means?
So Frisian, it's a French word. Frisian is a French word pronounced frison or
Frison.
frison, right?
Oh.
But it's the goosebumps that you get whenever you listen to an artist, whenever you listen to music, whenever you listen, those goosebumps, that's Frisian, right?
Great.
Right.
I like that. I vibe with the name.
Yeah. So we're calling it the Frisian Sessions. And what we're doing is we want to put on quality music on these sessions that we want to get you to listen deeper. Don't just play it, listen to it. Listen to the lyrics, listen to, but yeah, we're about to it's dropping soon, January 2023. We're dropping the first one.
You want to say the
And-
menu?
Yeah. It's all made possible by the Whiskey Barn.
I saw that post today. I was like,
Yeah.
I need to know what this is. And I knew
Yeah.
you were coming on. So.
Yeah, it's
Shout out to the fucking Whiskey Barn.
shout out to the Whiskey Barn. Those
Y'all are
guys
goated up. I love the Whiskey Barn, dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
shout out to Benjamin.
Yeah.
Making
Shout
all
out
this
Benjamin.
possible. But yeah, thanks to him, thanks to the hard work of the team or whatever. But it's coming 2023, and we're really excited for it, dude.
I'm
I
excited.
know, that's
It's
so
gonna be
fun.
badass, and you're gonna help us out with that shit too, because
Anything you need, I'm
Yeah.
here. Anything you need, I am here to help you do that. And
That's
I got
awesome.
artists that would be great for it too. It's the community, man.
I'll bring
We're
snacks.
fucking
bringing each other. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
I'm the
please
mom
do.
of the group.
yeah. Me and
Please
you,
do.
we're the best. We're the.
And bring some band-aids and some peroxide.
Bro.
Hey, I have a first aid kit with me
Yeah.
at all times.
Yeah, we might do some dumb shit. So.
Hey,
Oh, it's
I
a
can-
Whiskey
I can handle
Barn.
that.
Yeah, no fucking down.
if you knew my childhood, you'd understand why I have a first aid
The Whiskey
kit.
Barn is always. I'll be there in January, right?
Yeah, twice, back-to-back weekends.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
You didn't
for
see my
bands.
motherfucking face on that website. Absolutely. Yeah, dude. Rising Tide. I think Bayou Podcast and Stretch Head Podcast, we got it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I think, and we're enough different. Like what you do is great and different from what I do. It's just. It's, you know what I
Honestly,
mean?
bro, shout out to you, dude. I think you have a real keen ear about what sounds good.
I do.
You do.
I do. I think so do you. That's
You
why
do.
we vibe.
Exactly, and that's what we vibe. We're like,
Culturally, like
exactly. We are very different, but we're very alike, and that's
we,
what. Yeah,
what sells.
exactly. I fuck with you, heavy dude. Fuck
Yeah, no doubt. Well, Rising Tide.
You just have to have like one similar passion, like,
Yeah.
and everything else can be completely opposite. But if you're passionate about one thing and you're passionate about the same thing, like,
Yeah, it's just honesty. That's
all it
really what it
takes,
is.
yeah.
And
yeah, and being able to accept someone else's
I
opinion.
mean, if you have me on your podcast, like you did,
Yeah,
and that's why I know you. In my mind, it's like,
drunk on that episode, the first one with him and
dude,
Mason.
I've never done a podcast
He
sober.
was so
Real talk.
drunk.
Never.
I've done a couple, and I'll tell you, it if you vibe with the person, it gets easier if you're if you're not sober,
Yeah.
right? Because you're able to open up so much more. But even if I'm not sober and I do it with somebody that I don't vibe with, it still feels awkward.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to get them to talk. They're trying to, but it's just so.
Well, if you're not if you can handle your alcohol, it's a good social event.
Yeah.
And I am not an alcoholic. Like, I'm very blessed every day that I don't have an alcohol. Like, I can drink.
I don't have an issue.
You know what I mean? Because people do put that energy on me. Like, you're not. I'm like, you just. I've been in the streets. I know alcoholics. Like, I'm not one. Like, I am a.
People are proud of having an alcohol problem nowadays. They're like, I'm an alcoholic. I'm like, dude,
It
you
is.
haven't seen an alcoholic.
Yeah.
You would not be proud if you are.
Yeah.
one,
I was
dude.
gonna
That
say,
shit
don't be
is.
proud of that.
Dude, I've seen real ones that can't function with that shake. And
No,
I'm like,
that's
oh,
what
fuck.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
It's horrible.
if you don't know what you're talking about, because alcoholics don't get drunk. Like, it's the people that can drink. I've seen people drink like a whole handle of whiskey, and they're like coherent. They're shaking, twitching. But I'm
you
like,
need it to function.
whoa,
You don't drink
like,
it to
Yeah.
get drunk. You
Yeah.
drink
'Cause
it
it-
to function.
To be able to, it's crazy.
because it's like when I see people that are like sloppy throwing up, I'm like,
They're just
hey,
drunk.
he drank too much. He's having a good time.
Yeah.
All right.
I was gonna tell you. Let's go.
All right, yeah. Sorry, I can talk forever.
Yeah,
It's
no, me too, dude. It's
too
good
fucking,
conversation.
It's two
Yeah.
fucking podcasts.
We're gonna have to do another one for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah,
For sure.
I love y'all so much. Y'all are goaty. I can do this too.
Y'all
Me
have a
too.
good
Hey,
one.
lock everybody in.
Rock on. Peace out. Thanks for Ryan for staying with us for so
Yeah,
long.
check out Tim Sunny Trucks and the GulfCoastRiffers.com. Love y'all.
And the Bayou Podcast.
And the Bayou Podcast.
Yeah, shout out Bayou Podcast.
Ooh, not really.
Pull the pants.
Fuck yeah.